In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders.
That's assault, that's assault, break that up, pop that there, that's assault, that's assault, break that up, break that up, pop that chair here. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault, that's assault, it is, you cannot touch me like that. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Break that up, break that up, these people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. We have video of her just touching. How did that go? I will. Excuse me. Excuse me. Break that up. That's assault. You cannot touch me like that. Break that up. Break that up. Break that. Break that. Break that. That's break that up. Break that up. Oh, I will be telling you. Break that up. Break that up. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. Break that. That's assault. Stop that chair here. We have video of her just. These people are going to eject you from this line. How did that show? I will assault. It is incredibly appropriate. I will. You cannot touch me like that. That's assault. Break that up. Stop that chair here. You cannot touch me like that. It is incredible. That's assault. Break that up. That's assault. Break that up. Stop that chair. Stop that chair. Stop that chair. These people. These people are going to eject you from this line. Break that up. That's break that up. Break that up. That's assault. Break that up. Break that up. Oh, I will. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Stop that chair here. That's assault. Break that up. That's assault. Break that up. Break that up. Stop that chair here. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. It is. You cannot touch me like that. Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. That's assault. We have video of her just touching. How did that go? I will be. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's assault. Excuse me. Stop that chair. You cannot touch me like that. Break that up. Break that up. Break that. Break that. Break that. That's break that. Break that. Oh, I will be telling you. Break that up. Break that. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. Stop that. Break that. That's assault. Stop that chair here. We have video of her just. These people are going to eject you from this line. How did that show? I will assault. It is incredibly appropriate. I will. You cannot touch me like that. That's assault. Break that. Stop that chair here. You cannot touch me like that. It is incredible. That's assault. Break that. That's assault. Break that. Stop that chair. Stop that chair. Stop that chair. These people are going to eject you from this line. Break that. That's break that. That's break that. That's assault. Break that. Break that. Oh, I will. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will be telling you. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will be telling you exactly what happened. Stop that chair here. That's assault. Break that up. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling you. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling you. That's assault. 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 Oh, I will. That's assault. 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 That's assault.
I'm sorry. Where are you from, ma'am? Where are you from?
Va Italia, per favore, la lure, mezzo male, mamma mia, da maledare, ciacinca, buah, figlia mia da fantasia, mamma mia, se faccio
I can't understand her. I think she might be French.
9-year-old Tokyo pimp Brian Albert Jr. is back with an all-new hotspot that answers the question.
Well,
This place,
The Waterfall Bar and Grill,
has everything. Geeks, Sherpas, a Jamaican nurse wearing a shower cap.
Bukkake.
PB and jelly sandwiches.
Sneezing.
Energy forces.
A Russian man on a prepaid cell phone. Guys with afros. And look over there in the corner. Is that Mick Jagger? An albino that looks like Susan Powder. Germs.
Germs?
German Smurfs. Of course. And just when you think the fun is over, knock, knock, who's there? It's Black George Washington. And anyone can get in. There's no password. At the door, just do the Cosby face.
The Cosby face?
Yeah, If you want fun, then listen to this. Nightlife designer Tranny Griffith is back with an all-new club that answers the question.
This is funny, Ms. Reed?
And inside it's just sick. Ice sculptures, winos, you'll see twinks, gypsies, puppets in disguise, a Teddy Ruxpin wearing mascara, human squatty potties. It's that thing of when you sit on the toilet. Giant 300-pound baby, and he spins records with his little ravioli hands. Based on the novel Push by Sapphire. If that's not enough for you, you can hit the dance floor with a human fanny pack. Inspired by true events. If you're well-to-do and you just gotta hunt humans. No. If you're looking to just get murdered. If you're drunk in Anthem doing cheap coke off your laundry card. If you're Irish or just white and violent, I know just the place for you. Built in the upside down world, the Spy Curious Beach Party is the creation of Brian Albert Jr. This place has everything. Charts, graphs, PowerPoint. A guy who still thinks Jamba Juice is good for you. You want culture and you want it now, I've got the place for you. This hate speech haven is a creation of
decorated dudes
located in
back out front, but in front of Asian house.
As you walk in, you'll be handed a glass of champagne. Or is it piss? This place is gonna have everything. Ghosts, ghouls, goblins.
Little grab ass.
My son. A woman with nowhere to turn. A wise old turtle. And you'll have your own When Harry Met Sally moment when you share a special kiss with Gizblo, the coked up gremlin. They've got a special display of Jewish fireworks.
What are Jewish fireworks?
For the kids, there's a special workshop where you can build a bear, but not the kind you think.
It's like a bear hug or something.
So come by this weekend and check out a VIP section filled with turtlenecks.
Oh, sorry, do you mean turtlenecks?
No. Turtlenecks, it's a thing when like fat guys have a beard, but only on their chin roll.
But, Stefan, for people who want culture, like regular culture, like theater, where can they go?
For that, try blindfolded theater group Shakespeare in the Dark. This year, they're performing the Scottish play.
Macbeth?
No, Jackbeth.
Okay.
And don't worry about security, because it's guarded by an army of hobo cops.
And I said, Bob, when I grow up to be big, you're gonna know something. And I said, Bob, it's either Dad taking him out and whooping you, or I'm gonna tell him that you did the F word, and you said a bad word, and he been mean to me, and he pushed me off the hill at the courthouse. When I was jumping on the couch.
Jen, this is you, or Jinx, this is you outside of the courthouse yelling about what Erica did to you. You guys, Jinx 13 was at the courthouse. Turbo did tell me, I think it was Turbo, told me a little bit about what you went through. And I was like, yes, I would like to speak with Jinx 13. Absolutely. I want to hear what happened. She's whooping you. She sounds like, let me see how loud I am. Okay, I'm not that loud. I'm actually pretty quiet in the house, even though sounds very loud in my headphones. Okay, excellent, perfect. Sorry, I'm trying not to be too loud because Hugin and his daddy are asleep in the room. They fell asleep watching TV together. I don't want to wake anyone. Early morning lives, rare moment when they have the morning off and they're snoozing. So I'm not trying to be rude. But I will tell everyone maybe it's your personality. I love this little girl. She is the best. Hello, good morning. Happy Hugin Day. Happy Sunday morning. It's so nice to see everyone. We have so much to talk about. But guess what? Erica went to court. Erica went to court. What'd she get? A continuation for, what is it, 8 months? I thought they were going to drop the case because everyone's out to get her. That's what she's been saying. For those of you who have been keeping up with the Erica Morse drama, it is fascinating. She is the rogue fake PI from Texas who infiltrated a very big case here, pretty much destroyed it. She case hops. She goes from case to case pretending to be a PI, finds a vulnerable individual. This is her pattern. Takes advantage of them, bleeds everyone dry, and dips town. It's very fascinating, but also very sad for those who suffer at her will. Recently, she decided to get involved in the Delphi case and became best friends with Kathy Allen. In addition to many members of the defense, you saw her. Back me up, Bob. And she engaged in jury tampering, allegedly. Not even allegedly anymore. It's in court paperwork. So she did that. And she lied about a lot of stuff. She pretended to have credentials she didn't have. Tampered, helped spread a lot of rumors about a man who was killed, who helped draft some documents and tried to connect those documents via conspiracy to the Delphi case to spread Richard Allen is innocent propaganda. And I say propaganda because none of that had anything to do with him. And in addition to that, which is just bringing and dragging more families into it to suffer. And then in addition to that, among other things, she allegedly killed some cats and then blamed the landlord and has been stalking multiple people. It's a lot, she tampers with lives, and I saw it and I got really bothered. And so I pointed it out because she's been all over Vinnie Politan, giving her not legally professional advice on case stuff with Delphi. And it's very damaging to an already very damaged town. So she had her cat killing case and her whole getting kicked out of her home because she kills cats, allegedly. And apparently there was a member in our chat who was there to see it live, and Erica started screaming at her. And the member in our chat, Jinx, had to be escorted out of the courtroom. So I'm going to drop a link for Jinx in a little bit. Yeah, Vinny really needs a clue. Hello, Tammy. Good morning. Good morning, Tammy. Yeah, I'm just living in the future right now. Good morning, Glitter. Good morning. I did miss a whole day. I did. Is it Saturday? Wait, what was I saying? What did I say? I think I was referencing Sunday. I said Sunday morning because it feels like a Sunday. See, they're usually off on different days. So this is everything switched up for me. Anyway, the schedule switched. I'm in the future. I'm a day ahead. I'm absolutely a day. So we're going to talk about Erica again. Yeah. And we're going to have someone who, apparently aggravated her with her existence live. So I'm very excited for that. She's a vile specimen. Vinny needs a clue. It's very disturbing to spread such propaganda. And we talked about the specific propaganda. And then Bob from Defense Diaries chimed in and said he does not endorse that bitch. He does not endorse that bitch. So that was fascinating. And then we showed him a golf video, and that was fun. Erica busting out of the courtroom. Yeah. And then didn't she say that Augur was going to represent her from the Delphi trial? And then they dropped her because can't kill cats. Yep. She killed cats. And, what's crazy about it, nothing's funny about that, but what it is a bit comical that she would be on court TV the day after this shit happened, the day after she got charged with it, right? Or was it after it had come out in the it was in the paper? Her mugshot was real gross. And she goes on court TV and she tried to connect her cat killing tenant landlord situation and her stalking a guy. She tried to connect that to a conspiracy involving the blood spatter analyst in the Delphi case, and then tried to connect her. Basically, she's a big deal. She's such a big deal that everyone's out to get her, and she's been posting really crazy threats to kind of everyone on her Facebook in general, and it's very fascinating, and I'm very obsessed with it now. Conflict of interest, even though oddly, when the Carroll County Comic reached out to the defense team to to certify, to put validity on that bitch's name, because she was on court TV saying she worked for Jason Jensen, who is a private. Okay, this gets deep. Jason Jensen, private investigator. He claims to have solved the Zodiac cipher. He claims to have solved the Kurt Cobain case. He just claims to solve famous cases and doesn't. The only thing he seems to be good at, in my opinion, is he has a really good scent dog. But I have yet to see any cases that either of them have solved. So that's fascinating. But she claims to work for that guy, who also does interviews with the Weekly World News. Heard of it? Or was it Weekly World? Who was that? No, it was National Enquirer. That's who. Forgive me. It's National Enquirer. It's somehow less valid. But so that guy, she claims that's her boss, and that the defense team hired. First of all, if the defense team hired him, I now believe nothing they said. I gave him a little credit, but now I believe nothing they said. If they hire Jason Jensen, I do not. That's like hiring Alex Jones. Like, don't. It's not. No. She claimed he hired her with another lady named Christine or something. Anyway, that wasn't true. And here's how you know, because the defense team saw that shit, saw her say this shit on Vinnie Politan, and immediately told Carroll County Comment, we have nothing to do with that bitch, and she does not represent us or Kathy or Richard. But here's the thing, she was in court with them the whole time. So it's like, damn, dude, yikes. Anyway, Jinx was there and she flipped out, and Auger dropped her due to conflict of interest. So how can there be a conflict of interest if she didn't work with the defense team? That's weird. So did they hire an unlicensed private investigator? She needs to be thrown in jail. Absolutely. So yes, this is delicious to find out. We're going to find out more. Erica was telling people Baldwin was going to testify, but I didn't see him there yesterday. How much you want to bet it was a Lori Vallow situation? Because she does remind me so much of Lori Vallow, like a crazy amount. Like, she would definitely fall for some Chad Daybell shit, like for real. So how much you want to bet nobody showed up? And she was panicking. I don't know. You would know. You tell me, because I'm very excited. I think she was, right? TikTok Tony. God, these people have such stupid fucking names. Bullshit Betty, bullhorn Betty, shit rag Betty. That's what shit rag Betty. Blam. Yeah, TikTok Tony. The JLR guy with the evil baby from The Simpsons eyebrows, who pretends to be a Sandy Hook family member, right? He is. He's the Alex Jones of the true crime community. It's between him, Jonathan Riches, Ryan Upchurch, JLR, and I guess Gray Hughes? No, Jennifer Kopfendorfer. Gotta put her on that hill. Gotta put her on there. She's being rebuked left, right, and center. Excellent. Christina Salazar showed up. Oh, good. That's her little homie, right? A great, another narc. That's the shirt. Dude, yes. The 9/11 lady? Dude, she's Gypsy Rose, dude. She's Gypsy Hose. It's crazy. Another narcissist. Oh, speaking of. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Laura. No, not speaking of, and then good morning, Laura. Speaking of narcissistic asses in the world, we have to talk about, we'll do it at the end, but we're definitely, bullfuck Betty. That's what we'll call her. We definitely have to talk about a situation eventually. I don't know if we're going to do it today, because we're going to drag Erica today. But first of all, this is me on Twitter. That's all you need to know. This is me waking up and reading Twitter after a 3-hour nap. This is how I feel.
You tripped me over. You should remember that. Because when I grow up, you know nothing about me.
But he's your brother. You're supposed to love him.
I said, listen, if you don't hush, then I'm going to smack your mouth. And I told Bob, listen, you're a 1-year-old boy. You are mean. You don't even play with me that much. You just play with my friends. When he brings something cool, you say, oh, that's cool. And I say, it's not cool to you. You just let other kids. He gave me his drink. I said, I'm about to pour it because I took the lid off. He said, I just gave you my drink to hold it. Bub, are you black? You can put your cup wherever you want to put it. You know, you can put it at your personality. That's what you need. Put it.
Good morning, Wash Bar. So here's the thing. Yeah, BK stuff was so intense. so intense. It's also very complicated to read because they really do give you everything, but it's almost too much. So you have to sort through a lot. You're going to get like 10 of the same story over and over and over from the general reports, and then it's just a lot to move through. They did a great stream about the new dogs. All their streams are great, of course, but they're inside. Yeah, very curious about. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to watch until I at least give, comment, and discuss a very particular part. Because I'm curious to see if Duty, Ed, or Ron are thinking the same thing I'm thinking. So I want to say it first, and then I'll watch them. But we'll probably do that if we have time today. So last night we started this video. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I finished it on my own. I absolutely love it. I have to play it all the way. We have to watch it all the way. It's not that long. It's 14 minutes. When we're done with that, we're going to get to the tea. What's the tea? Literally the tea. There is an app. Let me make myself big because this is the whole purpose of today, okay? There is an app that it's fairly new in the zeitgeist of internet dating apps, safety apps. The best way I can describe it is we have had iterations of this before throughout the history of the internet, okay? Some examples. I actually wrote some down. Let me pull it up here. So some examples that I came up with. thedirty.com. Do you guys remember that? It was a website where you can pretty much send anybody to the moderator and make a post about a person. The moderator of The Dirty was a guy named Nick Ritchie, which was making fun of Perez Hilton. It's like a play off of Perez Hilton, right? And it's interesting because the way that worked is it could be anyone. It was men and women, but it was a very male-centric site. So there were a lot of women's pictures being posted with people saying like, this woman does drugs, she's a hoe, she'll give you a disease, you know, she abandons her kids, all the kind of stuff that people post about Karen Reed people, like the Lindsay chick and the KP chick, that type of stuff. So it's very much that attitude. And so they literally just post dossiers on these people, but not dossiers like they don't post proof of any of this stuff. They just post the person's pictures in the city. And sometimes they will have men come on there and they'll be posting, they'll be like, this guy is a drug dealer, he'll give you this disease, he will con you, he has 10 girlfriends, and then it ranges all the way to people stealing from each other. It's insane. So there was that. There was The Dirty. And then another one we had was are we dating the same guy? They those are mainly like Facebook, but every city has one now. And it's basically mostly women, and they are posting pictures of guys and saying like, are we dating this person? Like, is anybody in this group, have you been on dates with this person? What is the experience? Because a lot of women feel like in the dating online world, people are scamming them. And they are. There's a lot of catfishing going on, stuff like that. So the purpose of these sites, at least, well, The Dirty, the whole purpose is to just smear and gossip about people and talk shit, right? It's putting people on blast anonymously. The whole purpose of Are We Dating the Same Guy is supposed to be to keep women from getting conned. It's supposed to be to keep people humble, basically. Like, if you date 10 women at once, rob them, mooch off of them, treat them awfully, then you might get called out on this site. And also, another reason is to catch married people who are married and still using dating websites. There are countless horror stories of how that specific Facebook group has caused a lot of issues. It's been around a few years. There was a case where a woman was with this guy for a long time. She was dating him for a long time. Like, he was her boyfriend for many years. But he had extreme mental health problems, and he started taking advantage of her. He started conning her. He got a drug problem. I believe her deal was, he was like, I think she had somehow like There might have been 2, but one of them, there was a guy who stole a woman's prescription pad and was, like, writing himself prescription drugs. I believe in this one, he was trying to steal her medication, and she found out, and she was like, "Oh my god, he's been, like, doing all this other stuff." And so, all the different things he did to her, they were pretty bad, and, she broke up with him, and he started to stalk her. So, somebody posted him on this group, "Are we dating the same guy?" and said, "Has anybody dated this guy? Any horror stories?" And the idea is people will either be like, clear, never seen him, or in many cases I've seen on these sites, they'll say like, not only did I date him, but he was a wonderful guy. He held the door open for me. We just didn't get along, it's just like it just didn't vibe, but I sent him on a date with my friend and she got along really great with him. They didn't work out because she was about to move, but you should date him. And the amount of threads where it's like women encouraging other women who did go on a date with this guy, like, hey, listen, this guy's the best. Not this specific one we were just talking about, but I've seen a bunch of threads where like women gas each other up and they're like, dude, yes, you should date him. He'd be perfect for you. He's actually not bad. And there have been some, engagements, some forever fucking rehomings, whatever you want to call it. But there are also other threads where it's like, oh shit. There have been threads where women are like, he violently beat the shit out of me. He robbed me. He cheated on me. He did horrible things. So that happened. Essentially a bunch of women were like, hey, what's up with this guy? And the woman who he treated badly saw it. So I believe it was she made her own post, but she also responded to that one. She put his picture up and she's like, listen, this is my ex. These are all the things he did to me. And it was bad. It was like really bad. It was like violent stuff. And she's like, just be careful, so she's warning other women. And sometimes in the post, women will be like, please make sure that you don't leak this. And the idea with the post is, or with the pages is, for Are We Dating the Same Guy? There are these rules like never ever share this. If you're a creator on YouTube or you use Reddit, do not share screenshots of this page. If you do and we catch you, you will be caught out and banned permanently. So that's pretty much all they can do. But there have been people who have breached this trust before. So somehow, I believe it was a woman on the page who knew him and was cool with him, saw that and sent him a screenshot of what she posted. And this guy horrifically killed her. And it was brutal. And they made a dateline about it. So just like any other fucking forum on the internet where everything's public and people can be anonymous, bad shit happened. So it's kind of no surprise that while there would be there's plenty of, various apps and portals and forums and places where people try to utilize this same recipe of how to keep you safe, in your dating life while maintaining a slam book so that you can both shit on other people, but also maybe with a good reason or warn other people. Like, how people interpret that depends really on if they like the guy. I've also seen threads on these where half the women are like, he's a piece of shit, he's awful, he did these terrible things to me. And half the women are like, he is an angel. And those are always very uncomfortable. So these apps exist, these pages exist. The purpose of a lot of them, the intention is usually good, right? So a new one came out. It's called The Tea. And boy, did it get really popular really quickly. It used what I call the parlor structure. What's the parlor structure? The parlor structure is when you say, fuck this app, I don't like it. So you start your own. And to ensure that everyone's going to be safe, you require things like ID verification, biometrics, face, fingerprints, things that are inherently very private to you so that you can have access to these sites. The reason I call it that is because that's what Parler did. What happened to Parler within weeks of it launching it was horrifically breached and hacked. What does that mean? Everybody's moms, dads, and grandpas got doxxed. Somewhere out there are thousands of moms, dads, and grandpas whose passwords, in some of them, if they bought specific features, their bank account numbers and their ID pictures, including their driver's license number, totally breached. Okay. Parler was able to clean it up really quick because there wasn't a massive data leak. Okay. So there aren't a lot of data wells with that information. That was, I believe, political, and it had a lot to do with the privacy and the security of Parler. They did not do their due diligence in having a platform that was secure and safe, and they did not wait any time to beta test it comparatively when it comes to that type of platform, i.e. trying to mimic Twitter, right? Now, Blue Sky, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have those issues, but it also had a very slow rollout. So they took their time. Let's see if we can tweak this, fix it, make sure that nobody else can get, hurt on here, make it a safe place, but also at the same time without requiring people to compromise too much of their personal information. So that seemed to work okay. X is just a fucking cesspool, but it allows you to be anonymous no matter what. And it's very hard to breach. A lot of people say, I've seen this, especially in the Karen Reed movement. People go, I will simply sue X and then I will find your identity. And I want to tell them every time that is not how it works. And here's why. Devin Nunes tried to do that. You guys remember Devin Nunes? He was a guy in Florida. He's a politician. So a long time ago, this is going to be a fun story time. A long time ago, he got in a fight on X when it was Twitter. Devin Nunes got in a fight with a fictional cow. Okay. The cow's name is Devin Nunes's cow. It's a cow that was ripping on him because of some shit he said about cows. So it's a person who created an account. It's a parody account. But back then they didn't have parody like accounts. It just was your account. And the account was a cow. And it was called Devin Nunes's cow. And anytime Devin Nunes, or I don't know how to say it, Nunes, or anybody would tweet anything stupid, politician-wise, Devin Nunes's cow would retweet it or do a parody tweet of it and talk shit. And it was a very funny cow. It follows me on my comedy account. We are friends, and I enjoy the cow. I have DM'd with the cow quite frequently in the past, and I love the cow. So Devin Nunes's cow starts talking mad shit about Devin Nunes because he does stupid things and he lies. And so the cow was basically debunking the fuck out of him and dunking on him, okay? This cow was doing Air Bud all over that motherfucker while he was lying and conniving. So it was fascinating. So he gets pissed off, and then Matt Gaetz gets really mad at the cow, and Marjorie Taylor Greene gets mad at the cow because the cow is dunking on their hoe asses too. The cow is really just creating a very wonderful, beautiful environment by turning everything evil into something funny. Now, eventually, the cow starts getting kind of showing what he knows a little bit. The cow is doing a really great job of dunking on these politicians so fucking hard. The cow gets a bit viral. People start noticing the cow. They're quoting the cow in the Huffington Post. The cow starts revealing information about Devin Nunes and policies and conniving things he's doing, meddling, scheming, that Devin Nunes doesn't think people should know. But Devin Nunes is stupid because there's a Freedom of Information Act. So the cow is really just reporting facts that he's allowed to report. And Devin Nunes gets mad and he says, this cow is stalking me. So he sues Twitter. Devin Nunes sues Twitter. And he says, I'm going to take this cow to court. Get a subpoena for Twitter. He tells his lawyer that. The lawyer says, okay. They try to get a subpoena for the cow. And Twitter says, I'm sorry. We can't tell you who the cow is. We can't even tell you what the email address is. And if we could, we probably wouldn't, because it's just not part of it's not our culture. It's not what we do. So it's going to need to be like a criminal subpoena. Like this is not, you're not going to get this. So then he's super pissed and he's like, I'm going to fucking testify. I'm going to fucking go fuck with Congress so that I can get this information from the cow. And he can't do it. Twitter is like, no. So then he's like, man, fuck that. So he pays all these people. He's like, come on, find out whose fucking cow is. Nope, can't. They don't even know where to begin because here's the thing. The cow is smart. And the cow used, I'm presuming, a VPN and a made up email address. So even if they gave him that information, he still can't find this cow. So if you can't serve the cow, you can't subpoena the cow. And if Twitter won't hand you over the records, and even if they did, it still makes it impossible to identify the cow, then you can't sue the cow. So the cow refuses to show up to work. But I believe the court paperwork said something about subpoena for Devin Nunes' cow. And they were like, fuck you. Anyway, it got dismissed or dropped or whatever because the judge was like, no, you can't do that. Sorry, precedent. It's just not going to happen. And the only way we'd challenge it is if it was something really extreme. And so, yeah, with that said, you can't just FOIA request or subpoena or sue people for their Twitter information. It does not work like that. So I've been seeing a lot of that on there. So stop. That's not true. And if you don't believe it, look up Devin Nunes' cow and also enjoy because it's very funny. Anyway, here's what we're going to do today. Let me see. Hello, Peta. Is Jinx still here? Because I'm happy to speak with Jinx about Erica, and then we will get into, so the tea thing. Let me loop back around. What does this have to do with all this shit? Well, there's this new app. It's called the T. It does the parlor method. It asks you for your ID. In Texas, if you want to look at pornography now, because our governor says that adults, earmuffs, earmuffs, we're not supposed to see that. This is a Christian state. So you have to have your ID if you want to sign into any adult websites here. Sex workers were very mad about that. People who make porn were very mad about that. Men in Texas were very mad about that. A lot of people don't want to give their ID over to porn sites. Oddly, they seem to be the most safe and secure out of almost all sites, probably because of what they have on them. As far as your personal information goes, however, this site, the T, wants the same thing. And it's in the interest of keeping you safe. Now, here is the crux of it. The T says on the app, when you download it, that it is a website that's going to keep women safe. It's just for women. And essentially, it insinuates a lot of things, but it's supposed to be a way, just like the other sites, where you can warn other women, you can keep each other safe, you can prevent women from getting hurt. If somebody hurts you on a date, you can report it. But it's basically set up in the style of a gossip book, a slam book, The Dirty, Are We Dating the Same Guy? It's kind of a combo of all those things. But in order to get an account, you not only have to do a selfie of yourself, but you have to submit your ID too. And then I believe they use some sort of AI mechanism to match the two. And then it will register you and accept you. And once it does, it's supposed to delete your selfie. And it's supposed to be a very safe and secure website because the entire point of it is to keep women safe and secure. So why would its privacy policy not include anything that could put your safety at risk, both online and in person? So there are so many women who use this app. Now, another thing that it's for is its purpose is supposed to protect you, but also if someone is violently trying to harm you, stalking you, it's your ex who tried to kill you. Maybe you have a brother who's out of prison and you know that he trolls dating sites. It's supposed to also protect that. It's supposed to be almost like an online version of a women's shelter where they don't tell anybody who's on it. It's also supposed to have DRMs and overlays that are supposed to prevent people from screenshotting. There's like all these things that users have boasted and that people who coded it and worked on it would brag about. So anyway, at least that's what I saw. I was reading through a lot of threads of people who worked on it who were like, oh my God. So anyway, here's what happened. It got breached. It got hacked. And a shitload of women are now compromised. Not only are their IDs out there, but their account names, who they are, where they live, their driver's license, like everything, their address, all their private shit. But in addition, in each bin file, there's also their selfie. So when it got leaked, I think it's something like 17,000 immediately popped up online, publicly available. I believe the situation is it was because a lot of men are pissed about this. A lot of them. They're like, what the fuck? Start one for men. How dare you? So apparently, hello, rescue all dogs. Apparently, some dudes got pissed and they hacked it. And then they put all this information, IDs next to the selfies to register up on 4chan. I told you guys that place is a piece of shit place. It's a place where all the school shooters go. It's just fucking... And the wine moms infiltrated it during the Idaho case, and that was insane. Wine moms versus incels was wild to watch. But yeah, they put all of the... It's 17,000 pictures, IDs, personal info, selfies of these women up on 4chan and in data walls on the internet. And these are not just any women. A lot of them are genuinely trusting women who went in there to be safe. Women who have been abused, women who have been beaten, unfortunately, women who have stalkers. They are already terrified. And then there's other women who are just fucking assholes there to talk shit about a guy who didn't like them. So there's a lot. There's a lot of different types of women, and all of them got breached. And it's so bad, especially because when they got breached, an entire map of the United States was made, and there is a visual of how many people and where. And I'm going to show you that map. We're not going to look at like the individual people. That would be insane. But that happened. The cow follows you, Mia. Devin Nunes' cat was hilarious. I love him. So yeah, that happened. And the app is called The T. And the T leaked. And it's going to create a fucking lawsuit. The person who created it, from what I've gathered through my research, is someone who openly bragged about this, apparently, about how amazing this was going to be, how this app was going to be changing lives. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the center of safety for women. It's not going to be some trash. Well, it ended up pretty much being like a slam book. And the women who didn't use it as a slam book, who genuinely used it to like try to be safe, are now more compromised than ever. And on, of all places, 4chan. Holy fuck. It's disturbing. It's disgusting. But most importantly, why did they place such a tall order that they could not come through with? It blows my mind. Anyway, I want to talk to you about it. I want to show you everything that's going on. But I also want to talk to Jinx. So here's what I'm going to do. For those of you who missed it last night, we got halfway through this video. I'm going to let this play all the way. Then I'm going to put a link in the chat for Jinx when this gets halfway through. And Jinxie, if you want to come in when this video ends, we'll have you in. You can tell us about Erica, and I will show you guys everything you need to know about the tea that got spilled this week. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, this is a UFO getting pulled over with 2 aliens from Indiana in it on their way to New Mexico. Enjoy.
Well, this is a first.
Hey, how you doing?
I've never stopped a UFO.
I got it, please.
Me too.
All right.
This is interesting.
Huh?
I said this is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going around to Mexico.
I saw the sign.
Are you coming with us?
I can't. I got to finish working tonight.
Oh, man.
You start till next Friday?
You got time?
Why would you do 55 on the interstate if it's going to take you that long?
I'm sorry.
That's right. I said, when you're doing 55 miles an hour, it's going to take a week to get there.
Well, I can hit the warp speed if you want me to.
Well, I wouldn't want you to do that. I want you to speed. You have a driver's license and your insurance for this?
Yeah.
Can I see it, please?
Yeah.
I'm going to get back over here.
Yeah. I'm an ex-police officer.
Are you? Where at?
I was IPD, Indianapolis Police.
Indianapolis? Yeah. I got a buddy that works there, and I also have a guy I know that works at Roswell.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a Vietnam vet, so I did 24 years in the Army.
I'm going to be out with a modified vehicle. Where's your driver's license? That is. No, it's not. You tried it. I don't know that you get along around here being a cattle mutilator. Yeah, you wouldn't get far around here. Mutilating cattle. Thank you. And you have your insurance for this UFO?
Yeah, it's okay, here's the registration too.
Take that.
Yep. And your insurance. You sure you don't want this?
No, I already got one of those.
Okay. All right, let me. Look in there and see how it's later.
You're not going to believe that I have pulled over right now.
Are you an alien in Indiana trying to get back home? Call Morgan and Morgan if the police pull you over. For fuck's sake.
I got insurance. I
Do you know your plates are expired?
I can.
Expired in February.
Are you kidding me? I did not know. I did not.
Okay. So this was a Geo Metro at one time?
Yeah. 90 kilometers. Here we go. Sorry.
That's all right. Do you have an updated one? This one's nearly 10 years old.
Well, I got calling. I mean, I just had it. You know, I got about 70 cars.
70?
Yeah.
That's few.
I have 6 Batmobiles. You know why?
Did you manufacture this one yourself?
Yeah. But you know why I got 6 Batmobiles?
Well, there's only one Batman.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah, I'm Batman.
Huh.
I used to be sheriff.
I appreciate it, Bruce. Batman.
You need a loan, Major?
No, I don't need a loan. I appreciate it, bro. All right. Well, give me a few minutes. I'll be back with you, okay?
I do have insurance, and I did not know. I wouldn't have left.
Okay, we need to take this in some steps real quick. First of all, it is a Geo Metro. Mitty was asking about this last night. It was a Geo Metro. Is his floating license valid? It's interesting you say that because the cop does warn him your shit's too wide and you've been floating across the road. Now, here are the things we've learned about this man thus far. They're from Indiana. He does have a fake alien ID saying he's extraterrestrial. He was in Vietnam. He offered to sell them or get them a loan. He said, I can give you a loan. He let them know that he helps the sheriff's department in his hometown. This is giving strong Fed Smoker vibes. If you don't know who Fed Smoker is, write that down. And when we're done with this episode, go look him up. He is Crazy Bay. All right. He's dead. They did have his piss jugs on the side of the road when he passed. He did pull his own tooth out with a knife and a dog. He's the most American person you've ever seen. He's an ex-federal double agent fuckface. Mitty, I'm so glad you popped in. It's a Geo. Okay, it's a Geo Metro. Is that what he said? Mitty, they said it was a Geo Metro. And I said, this is Fed Smoker and his lady, dude. This is the new Fed Smoker. He's incredible. How you get a job here, fuckface? I told everyone to look him up. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Dennis Sarks, they are very expensive. Okay. Oh God. He's such a Fed Smoker. I love him so much. We'll let them continue. Look at this little couple.
They're having us come to Roswell, and I can have somebody, I guess, get a tag to put on there.
Have you been stopped yet since you left Indiana?
I have not, but I was kind of hoping that I would, because everybody stops me for one reason.
Yeah.
They want to get a picture, and then they want to tell their boss.
I got all kinds of pictures of it already. It's taking it right now.
and they all want to say that, hey, Captain, General, whoever your boss is,
the sheriff,
I pulled over a UFO, and you know what he said to me? He comes to me.
That's right. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody else to show up because I'm out with a modified vehicle in the shape of a UFO. So I'm waiting for somebody else to show up just to see what I'm talking about. All right, give me a few minutes.
Hey, everybody, we're going to get you right back to that body cam in just a minute. But here's a question for you. What a lot of the body cams on this channel make clear? I don't know. The world is just a crazy.
All right. So where are you guys stopping tonight? Are you just driving all the way?
Also, how inappropriate. Like in the middle of this beautiful moment, I don't want to hear about Morgan and Morgan. I want to hear about, does that say turd? What does that truck say? Turfo? I want to hear about these motherfuckers, alien and alien. I want to know what's going on here. You cannot ruffle their feathers. They just thought that the cop wanted a picture. I love how he's like, oh, don't worry, I have plenty of pictures. And they're like, okay, well, you owe me $100. Like, they should charge him. It is creative as fuck, dude, isn't it? Now, Donna, the problem is it's a little too wide. Apparently, you can only have a UFO that is a certain width. I do wonder if Balloon Boy's dad is pissed as fuck seeing this. Dude, like, it should have stayed on the ground, but even so, still in legal trouble. It's just really hard out there to be an alien these days.
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
And then we'll get a night stay there, and then we'll head out. I mean, I can go to a license plate tomorrow and get that taken care of.
Well, I think you'd probably have to call Indiana DOR, Department of Revenue, or Motor Vehicle Office, or whatever you have.
Okay.
To do that.
Okay.
But
I can maybe have them expedited and send it straight to Roswell.
Okay. Yeah, just I don't know how they'll do it there. You may just have to wait till you get back. How long are you guys going to be gone?
A few weeks.
A few weeks?
Yeah.
Well, just assume people are going to stop talking to you for it. Okay.
Hey, but you know what? I love law enforcement. I love military because I'm both.
Right.
You know, I graduated ILEA 8476 class in Indiana Law Enforcement Academy. I was a correctional officer before that. I was an MP in the Army, 21 years in Vietnam.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you this back. This does not look like you. So I assume some type of skinwalker or
I have my
shapeshifter or something.
Well, yeah. See, I have my humanoid form right now.
Yeah, I told you somebody would show up to have to see this.
You guys can get pictures if you want. Hey, how you doing?
They come in peace.
They come in peace.
Yep.
I'm an alien.
So you can hold progressive, you get a new one of these.
I will. I got one. I just can't bring it.
Okay.
Got one. I got one at the house.
And this is your registration from 2016. I mean, I know that was like light years ago.
I got a bunch of them.
All right. So your your UFO's a little wide.
God damn it. I'm just saying, my favorite thing about the video is that the cop approaches them and the guy's like, we come in peace. Like, what, dude? You're getting pulled over. Dude, George Jetson style. That would be so funny, Donna. Dude, he's human adjacent and I am muted. The amount of alien puns that this cop is dropping is out of control. It's so funny. I'm going to go back a little just to hear that again. Light years. Come on, officer. I love how the other cop strolls up like Boss Hog. He reminds me of profiling. He reminds me of King of the Hill when Bill's like, well, what you got there, Hank? He strolls up like fucking boss hog. I was muted. I apologize. Hello, Auntie Ree. We're just watching, I guess we're watching some, I suppose, illegal aliens getting harassed in America in a totally different way than we're used to.
Hey, how you doing?
They come in peace.
They come in peace.
Yep.
I'm an alien.
So if you're not get hold of Progressive, you get to do one of these.
I will. I got one. I just didn't bring it. I got one. I got one at the house.
And this is your registration from 2016. I mean, I know that was like light years ago.
I got a bunch of them.
All right. So your your UFO's a little wide. Okay. So that wind's catching it, so you're going like this too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I've never, because it's 90, I built it.
Yep.
So it's 96 inches. I know DOT is 102.
Yeah. You're not too wide.
Yeah.
But as wide as it is, when that wind catches it, it's pushing you, on that side of the highway and then on the shoulder.
I'll make sure that, I try to keep up with traffic, but they're
I know, that's why I'm out here.
They're breaking the law, so
they're out here trying to do warp speeding. So that's what I'm out here for. And then lo and behold, I come across a UFO.
Yeah. Hey, Major
Cornell.
It's a
pleasure to meet you. I've never met anybody from
a humanoid like you.
Humanoids like you from where exactly are you from? You're just intergalactic. You're from Krypton?
Yeah. I have superhero. I have superpower.
Oh yeah, what are those?
X-ray vision. I got keep the glasses.
I know. I felt it getting hot when you're staring at me.
I love this guy.
Yeah. All right, there's your driver's license back. That's just a warning. Okay? I need you to keep it between the mayonnaise and the mustard.
Okay.
All right?
Uh-huh.
And then make sure you get those tags taken care of, okay?
I sure will.
Well, I'll have to ask my boss.
Now, I forgot to show you one other thing.
Uh-oh.
No gas.
Okay.
I am Batman.
I know. He's got 6 Batmobiles.
You know why?
6
because I'm
he
Batman.
also has to show him his Batman card because he is Batman.
He can have as many Batmobiles as he wants. Well, that's the old one.
That is the old one. And you know why? It's better. Well, yeah, but see, the Joker, they're always jacking with me and blowing up my car.
Yeah.
So I have to have Alfred.
You have to have
another one.
Yeah.
So you can never have enough Batmobile. And you can never have enough cars because I got 7.
This is the neatest thing I've ever seen. I know. Can I take a picture?
You can.
All right, I'm done with you.
Hey,
you can put the lid down.
Can you take a picture of the sheriff, Major Carnell?
Yeah, I'll come around here in a second once you put that down.
Okay, all right, okay.
And then you guys are good to go.
All right. This is, yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Yeah, that's for sure. These people, they don't, when I see a police officer, I get the other lane.
Well, that's what we hope they do.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do. Because if it weren't for you guys, I mean, it would be more chaotic than what it is.
It would be. All right, well, you guys be careful, okay?
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. All righty.
I don't know what you have. I heard you were turning as a Geo, and I'm like, what have they done to it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm like,
I just need to see it drive. I just need to see it drive.
the interstate traffic's backing up. I just see it. I thought somebody's hauling something. And then I get closer, I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's fake fire on the back coming out like a jet engine.
His plates are expired. But
The cop just noticed his plates are expired. Polly Walnuts, this is just a valid traffic stop by way of Indiana to New Mexico. By God, would you believe it?
He was all over the place, but that wind's catching him when the trucks go by him. He's only doing like 58. He says he's retired.
I gotta be honest, I thought that truck was gonna smash into it right there. I thought it was. We do have Jinx up here. Jinx, you're gonna watch it drive away with me, okay? We're gonna watch it. This is amazing. I love it so much.
But he was all over the place, but that wind's catching him when the trucks go by him. He's only doing like 58. He says he's a retired Indy PD cop. So he says I got like 70 cars. He's like, I just made this one. So they're Roswell fans.
Call Morgan and Morgan if if you get pulled over for being an illegal alien and the cops bother you. Welcome, Jinx. What did you think of that?
Of course, they had to be from Indiana. What else can I say, darling? Lord
It
have
is
mercy.
so Indiana of them. Oh my God. It's also very Texas of them too. So honestly, I'm kind of surprised. Also, you sound like you're from the South. How are you doing?
I'm from Kentucky, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to ask you what part because people here are crazy, but I did live in Kentucky for a couple of weeks before I said I got I'm not made for the holler, hun. But I was in a
Right,
place called
okay.
Greenup
Go ahead.
County. You ever heard of it?
What is it called?
Greenup.
Greenup. Now that's east of Louisville.
It's right by Ashland in the corner
Yeah.
of West Virginia and Ohio. And
Lord.
yeah, it was there was a lot of there's cheap cigarettes, but there was a lot of like frog gigging and snow. And I said, I'm good. I can't. I only had Converse, so I had to get the fuck out of there. But I love your accent.
It's so funny that you asked me that too, because like in Kentucky, we actually generally ask like, "Are you from east of Louisville or west of Louisville?" Because
Mhm.
there's a mass difference. Like I am from western, so west of Louisville. Okay,
Yes.
and then if you get east of Louisville, like you said, they got them hollers, and them folks just ain't right.
They ain't right. It's little Bubby Wade territory. It's up there in the hills. Everybody. So let me ask you this, because I have heard that. I heard that once you get past, I think it's Pike Point or Pikeville or something. It's something Pike. Once you get up that yonder way, shit gets different. Accents change. Accents, and people are kind of rich, have a lot of horses. On the east side, what I noticed is everyone at a Taco Bell or Ruby Tuesdays sells pills. Everybody does pills. People are obsessed with Scrabble. There is one minority in every town, but only one, not like an entire minority, like one person who is a minority in every town. And they're very well respected. And they usually, because the food, like people are like,
Yeah,
what's this?
exactly.
And then the other thing I noticed is it doesn't matter where in Kentucky you are, east or west, everybody watches basketball
Yes.
and they love it. Like a
Yes.
lot. Like I've
That's
seen people fight.
We bleed blue in Kentucky for basketball.
U of K, baby. And I
That's
remember
right. Okay.
I
Wow.
moved there. I moved there because I was with a guy for almost 4 years, and his dad worked in a mine. Everyone up there works in the coal mines or the ham factory, or they work at a heart hospital. And that's because working in the coal mines, you get sick.
Yep.
And so there's a ton of
Like
nurses in hospitals, right? And then Tim Hortons is a big thing. Remember that? I remember that cigarettes were like $2 to $3. Goth is big there. Everyone's a goth, like in high school. Everyone goes through a goth phase or like
yeah, that's very true actually.
and
Yeah.
they spend a lot of money on pills and they all smoke like really bad weed. And I was like, what is going on here? It is the 90s in Texas at all times in Kentucky. But that's all I know. I remember a lot of West Virginia way people, a lot of mountain people. hollers, but his dad was into bees, had a lot of bees. Just a wild place. Beautiful, terrifying.
Yeah.
Beautiful, terrifying. Do you love it? Are you Billy Ray Cyrus area?
No, well, like I said, I'm from more Western Kentucky. So like we have the big towns that everybody knows is usually Owensboro, which I wasn't born very far from there. Johnny Depp was born and raised in Owensboro, Kentucky. Right?
Okay.
So yeah, like I literally grew up maybe 45 minutes from where he was born in Kentucky.
You know what I noticed? People in the South, and I include myself, in Texas, all the way up to Kentucky. I would say Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, all the way to Florida. Whenever you tell people where you're from, I've noticed a lot of people do this. They're like, it's like hometown of who? What celebrity? Like,
Yeah.
everybody has a celebrity. They're like birth town of Billy Ray Cyrus. I remember I heard that a lot. I think he was from Greenup. I just remember seeing like so many miles till the hometown of Billy Ray Cyrus. Like you would see for a gas station.
Yeah.
And
I
they
mean, Achy Breaky Heart killed me. I wasn't a really big Billy Ray Cyrus fan, but now like Ernest P. Worrell, like that's up my alley. I went to my high school teacher actually went to college with him in Kentucky.
I have so much Ernest swag. You have no idea. We are obsessed with Ernest in this house. I have stickers. We have a VHS tape. My favorite was, you know what I mean, Vern? We said that growing up. Everyone. My mom would always go, you know what I mean, Vern? About everything. Mine mailed. I love Ernest. Love him.
Yep.
Also, in Kentucky, when I was there, we had to drive through a town called Arkadelphia, Arkansas. And I thought it wouldn't get crazier than that with the billboards because they had billboards that say no loud and profane music. And then there was a billboard that said, hands off your penis. Jesus is watching. I really mean this. And I thought it was funny. But then you get into Kentucky and there was one that said, don't get dew mouth. And it was for a dentist's office. And my boyfriend at the time, my fiance, he told me, he said, do not try to take Mountain Dew away from Kentucky. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you will see. Fucking, they didn't have any Texas drinks, no Big Red, everything, Mountain Dew everywhere. Like it's the national drink.
It is like the state drink. I agree.
The state drink, yeah. And all the kids, their teeth are fucked up from drinking the Mountain Dew. And his mom worked in a dental assistant's office for a while. And he's like, this is how I know about Dew Mouth. I stayed away from it. But then when we were in Texas, all he drank was Mountain Dew. I didn't understand. He did get a job as a meat cutter at a Golden Corral and his family cried. And I was like, we gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. Anyway, love Kentucky. Big fan. So you went to Erica alleged cat killer Morris's hearing. Can I just sit back and vape my legal wacky tobacco while you tell me all about it and I laugh?
Oh yeah, absolutely, honey.
I'm gonna mute myself. You go on, tell everyone. Why don't you do this? You know the get ready with me videos? Why don't you start out like, what were you, tell us, you're getting ready, you're gonna go see this trial, tell us why, tell us what you chose to wear and if it was specifically to upset her. Tell us if you brought in like stacks of paper just to intimidate her, like an interrogation. Tell us if she made eye contact with you and if you like hissed at her. I want to hear everything. All right.
Okay.
All right, I got you. I'm just going to listen.
Okay.
If I need to dip in and interrupt and ask a question, I will, but I'm just going to let you go because I can't wait for this. Okay, go.
Okay. So, got up yesterday morning, just picked out a normal outfit, nothing special, you guys, or anything like that. And I do want to preface this with, I have never actually met or spoken to either Erica or Christine prior to this. Obviously, we know them. They have put themselves out in the public scope as part of the Delphi Defense Investigation Team. So obviously, that's how I know her. And again, her case was killing two cats or killing some cats allegedly. Allegedly, I understand that. I am a very avid animal lover. I have two cats myself. So, I was just kind of curious to see where it was going to go. I also do go to other hearings as well. It's not just specifically one person. I went to a bunch of the Delphi hearings. I've gone to other people's hearings and whatnot. So I just want to preface it with that. So anyways, we get to, first of all, it's really confusing. Apparently, Lepore County Courthouse has two courthouses between Lepore, the city of Lepore in Indiana, and also the city of Michigan City in Indiana. So we got to the wrong courthouse. Luckily, we went to the right courthouse. And as me and my friend Rescue were walking in, she goes by Rescue all the dogs. As we were walking in, we had this silver SUV kind of like pull up, and it was weird the way that they were kind of driving for a second. So I just stopped and I was like, hey, just stop and let them go, And I noticed, I was like, I think that girl looks familiar. And then when I see her, like all of a sudden the SUV stops and this lady in this red-ish, I guess, I don't know, whatever, this red dress got out, went up, walking up the courthouse steps and went in and everything. And I was like, that's Christine. And I was like, oh, maybe that was Erica driving. So we went in, it was kind of muggy. It had been hot and everything here in Indiana. So we went to the bathroom really quick, and then we went upstairs to where the actual Superior Court number 4 was being held. We went
Can
in.
I pause it real quick? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So you said that you had never met her before. When you heard about the cat thing, was it, and you don't have to tell us specifically if you don't want to, but was it like from internet stuff that you had seen? Was it because you were following the Delphi trial?
Because I was on the Delphi, through the Delphi trial, some of that had come out, and also, she was on court TV.
I just noticed for Flora on your thing. Okay, duh. Okay.
Yeah.
So you knew about, and she's been fucking talking about Flora too. She talks about a lot of that shit. So
Yeah.
Okay.
She got that wrong. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I've never talked to her, met her in person at all whatsoever. I have seen her in person. Obviously, I attended some of the Delphi hearings and trial days where she was also there. So again, never actually.
Can you tell us real quick? And this is the last time I'm sorry, I'm very interested. You were there. Who was she communicating with while she was there, if you don't mind? And where was she sitting?
Okay, so like whenever we had to take the elevator to go up to the second floor where the Superior Court 4 was being held. And as soon as you got out of the elevators, you could go right, which was this like parallel hallway essentially, and then you could go left, which was a long hallway, which is that's where everybody was seated. When we went in, we kind of sat in front of the window or whatever, but then there was a woman with a young couple, and they were kind of a little trio group, and another lady had actually come and joined, so it actually ended up being 2 older ladies and this younger couple. And then the next thing you know was Christine, who had her, like, she wasn't sitting like facing forward, she was literally turned so we could only see her back. And then I'm pretty sure that was Christine's wife who stood, most of the time just kind of like talking to her. And then Erica was across from Christine, and she was facing Christine. So, we could kind of see her. And then there was another gentleman there with Erica, and I don't exactly know how, but he was, communicating with her. And then there was a couple other people down further, and then there's 2 bailiffs. So there was about a baker's dozen, of people.
They were all they were sitting by, were they sitting by the defense? Like, were they close to Richard?
Oh, wait, you're talking about the Delphi trial. I was talking about the hearing.
Yeah. No, when you were there for the Delphi trial, where was she sitting? Because she was saying that she was a big part of it, and then she helped, she said she helped work on the Frank's memos on court TV, and then multiple people have told me that she was sitting up at the very front, right behind the defense counsel, and that they acknowledged her, and that they had
No, she was in the galley. No, she was in the galley with the rest of the people. There's actually specific seatings that were saved for, people like her as part of whatever. I can't remember really seeing, I can't really remember where, but no, she didn't sit with like the defense team or right behind them or any of that crap. She sat in the galley with everybody else. So I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay. All right. I just want to know, because she was like, I was right there with the defense team. I sat behind them every day. And I'm like, okay. All right. Well, okay. So what happened when you went in for her trial? Were there a lot of people there?
Well, I mean, not there to attend anybody else's, Rescue and I were the only one there to attend anybody's, and it was hers, like I said, the 2 older ladies with that younger couple, they were kind of their own group. And then it was, Christine, her wife, Erica, and I'm assuming that's like Erica's partner of some sort. You know, it was a gentleman. I don't know, whatever.
He's
He
a
was with
husband.
her. Oh, it was the husband.
I think she has one. She was also saying on Facebook the other day, why do you think my husband wasn't charged? So I'm like, oh shit. Apparently they lived together when this happened.
Okay, well, can I tell you and your husband, Erica, that you were inside the courthouse building and there was no need for you to have your sunglasses on? Weird.
She wore sunglasses in the court. Did they tell her to take them the fuck off?
No. This is all in the hallway. This is all in the hallway the entire time. Okay. The courtroom was shut and the bailiff was kind of blocking because there was a sign that said that there was a bench trial in process, you know?
That's so teen mom of her. Like, take your sunglasses off indoors. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I had gotten up. Well, actually, Rescue had gotten up and we went to the bathroom, you know, because we had been traveling and whatnot. So, you know, we needed a couple bathroom breaks. So then I was like, you know what? It's a good idea. I'm going to run in there and I'm going to try to go, you know, no telling how long this is going to last or not last, you know, and then back on the road, whatnot. So I went to the bathroom. And then as I'm coming out, Erica looks at me and says, you didn't have to drive all this way for little old me. And I was just like, I was kind of taken aback and I just kind of chuckled and I was like, oh, spicy, you know, and I sat back down.
Oh shit. I guess she is in her teen mom era. She's in her fucking Farrah era. It sounds like, oh my God, so confrontational, ma'am. Could you not?
Yeah, like again, I've never spoken to her ever. So this is the first time that either she or I have spoken to each other. And that's what she comes out the gate with at me. Like, she's got a lot of prejudgments, and I know why. That's okay. All I had to do was show up. You know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you were asking me if I wore anything, if I did anything to, you know, like, infuriate her. No, honey, just my sheer presence, okay? She knows me. She knows everything about me. And I know why. There's a lot of, she's got some friends, you know, there's some other channels that she's linked with, and her and Christine.
It sounds like you're living rent free in her head, huh?
Oh, honey, yes. Like I said, as soon as she saw me, she was triggered. Okay, like had her sunglasses on, but that was prior to even me going to the bathroom and her saying all that to me, you know. So we're sitting there about another 10 minutes. They had called that young man inside the courtroom, and then he had come back out. And the next thing you know, they had called Erica in. They called Erica in. And, you know, Rescue and I were like, oh shit, are we not going to be able to go in and like watch or view or anything, you know? And it was maybe a whole 2 minutes. And the next thing you know, girl, when I say I had to put my head down because I was about to like explode with laughter, it was so funny. She busted out of this courtroom door and she took a step, and then that second step, her ankle, like, girl, don't wear wedges. Okay, I don't got strong ankles. I can't wear heels either, and I don't wear wedges, but Lord have mercy, I thought you was going to go face first into that floor, Erica. And I did put my hands in my face, my face in my hands because
oh no, poor thing. So she rolled her ankle storming off because she was upset.
She damn near did. But she grabbed the handle, you know, and kind of rebalanced herself. And she finally, very red-faced, blurted out, 8 months continuance. And then she turns and looks at me and screams, did you hear that, Jinx? 8 months continuance for an innocent woman. You can go back and report that, Jinx.
That's the shirt. We're going to raise money for Mike's legal fees. And we're going to get a shirt that said 8 months, Jinx. And it's going to have an ankle rolling.
You talk about like, girl, I mean, I had to recompose myself because I was like, what the shit?
That is so fucking dramatic and amazing. So just to break it down one more time, she's storming out. Yes. She rolls her ankle. She's like, Jinx. Like, 8 months for an innocent woman, Jinx. Is she laying on the ground just,
Well, as soon as she got out, you know, go back and report that, Jinx. Like, she stormed by me. And I'm just like, okay. But she walked past the elevators, you know, and goes into another hallway, and then there's an office, you know, for attorney and clients to talk in, and I'm assuming that's kind of the room they went in, and her husband, I guess, went with them, you know, and the next thing you know, Christine and her wife walk by, and Christine, like I said, I've never spoken to this woman, says, you know,
She called
yeah,
you by your
Ryan.
dad internet name. She called you Jinx.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, like the aggressive way that people say my name, my online username, Jinx, it's just fucking
Jinx.
tickles me to death.
Hey,
Jinx.
you're
Oh
from
my god, I can't
Kentucky.
get over it.
Hey, you're from Kentucky, and I know this for a fact because in my head, when I hear people say something in their accent, I like hear it in mine or what I think I sound like. I feel like that's how I hear it. I feel like you hear Jinx, Jinx.
It tickles me though. People get so upset over it too. Like, oh god.
Yelling someone's screen name in a courthouse is a fucking choice. Also, this is Erica, you guys. For those of you who don't know, Glitter doesn't know. Erica is a lady who meddled in the Delphi trial.
I got longer hair and it's blonde now.
Yeah, and she did a lot of fucked up stuff, and she's a trial meddler. I'll send you a link, Glitter, to the episode where we discuss her. But she severely neglected these kittens and this cat, ending in the deaths of them because she was busy colluding in the Delphi trial. And she's fucking nuts. I don't know how to explain it. She is Australia. She is, no offense to Australians out there, but you know what I mean. She is everything. She is, take all the craziest people in the Karen Reed case and roll them into one, and you got a half an Erica. Like she's a fake PI. She's a fake PI, and she takes it very seriously to the point where she will storm out of courthouses screaming your username at you.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was something. Like, I'm telling you, like, I was really trying not to laugh. Like, it was pure comedy gold for me in that moment.
Dude, Reggie's over here like kind of depressing. This bitch has a husband. I can't even get a date. Didn't Sherlock say that too? All you guys, stop it. Stop it.
Lord.
It's
Take
not
away
a
from
good
me.
husband. Come on. This bitch. She's so crazy. She's 49 and she's tripping in courthouses, screaming your username. I love this for you. You're in your Taylor Swift era.
Honey, listen, I didn't, like I said, these people know me through the Delphi case themselves. Like, I know her, and Erica and Christine both know me through the Delphi case. They know, you know, my history and everything like that. So, yeah, like I said, I didn't even have to say anything or do anything. Just me showing up, you know, like.
Dude, she looks like Bridge Guy. Like, she looks like fucking Bridge Guy. I can't. Is that a wig? Is that a Rowdy Piper wig? Like, what is happening here?
Oh my God, Rowdy Piper. Right? I mean,
Listen, she has a husband. He's clearly not a good husband. He also let the cats, you know, get hurt. So thank God you don't have a husband like him. Anyone in the chat. Jinx, tell us more. What happened after that? Did you get high fives? And did the judge throw you a basketball and did you dunk it? Because you got dunked on so hard by herself. Did you go, Kobe? She was falling.
I mean, it was really funny. Like I said, she stormed off after she was the hoe Jinx and went into. Oh God, I'm telling you, that was the funniest shit. Like, that's what made me almost pee my pants. For the way she said Jinx, like, oh my God, calm down, honey. You're gonna pop some fucking vessel in your neck, okay?
Oh my God, you're gonna pop your neck bone, bitch. Calm down.
Okay, so like I said, she went into another room in the other hallway with her attorney and her husband, and then Christine's wife walked by first, and then Christine, and you know. I don't know if you've ever seen Christine. She really is like a little toad, y'all. Like, I mean, it's like you said frog moving, and I know you know, like when they hold those frogs and those legs just go, and it's like, you know, it's all upper body and these short little arms. It's just, anyways, Christine,
You almost
girl,
took me the
honey.
fuck out. She sounds like Hans Mole Man from the descriptions
Oh,
I've
Lord.
got. But you're telling me a frog with no legs, and I'm
Like
fucking
Jabba
shit.
the Hutt. It's like she looks like Jabba the Hutt to me. I'm sorry, Christine, but girl, honey, like put down that bag of chips, okay?
Oh my God, Jinx! You talking about a Nagel? You talking about a Julie Nagel? Holy shit!
she just she looks like a goddamn straight up Jabba the Hutt toad. Okay, like I don't know, and I don't like talking about people like that. Okay, I know I'm not like I have physical issues myself. I've got 9 fingers, whatever, you know. So
Look. Sherlock Ho loves it, so we love it. And here's the thing: if this bitch hadn't been besties with a cat killer, I would say, hey, let's not weight shame. But honestly, she might have eaten some cats. Remember what Trump said? Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. I think it's them. I think it's these bitches. I think it's Erica and Christine. And we need to stop them because they're framing the Haitian community. If they're going to start conspiracy theories about Delphi, I'm going to say that they're fucking infiltrating the Haitians. And then we'll see. And then we'll see what happens. Fuck. Never seen Christine get on the roof. You know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and let you finish. But Polly Walnuts just reminded me of something very important. I don't know if you have seen this before, Jinx.
Oh, yes, I have. I watch you all the time, OB.
So I have live footage of Christine on a roof, and I'm going to show it to you right now.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't been on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't play on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy drill on the roof. Never seen a big boy drill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy drill on the roof. Big boy drilling on the roof. Big boy drilling on the roof. Big boy ain't drilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Oh shit, big boy get loose. Oh shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, and you falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Oh shit, you just let it back. Oh shit, pick up your back. Oh, I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Get a big ass.
So that's Christine.
That
For
looks
any of
very
you guys who don't know, that's Christine. I'm amazed that your mere presence caused. Have you been checked for tuberculosis? Have you been? Do you?
It's tuberculosis. Definitely got the bitch part in there.
Did you drink tuberculosis? Did you drink a haterade that morning? How did you do that with your mind? How did you make her fall down with your mind? Can you teach us? Because I have some hoes I want to see tumble. I want to see some bitches take a tumble. How'd you do it?
So, you guys, if you don't know me, we'll rewind back to good old, like, what, 2022, 2023, something like that. And it was the hearing that Richard Allen attended in Delphi, and it was in June, and JLR was there.
My God, I would be, if he's ever around me, I'm gonna have a spray bottle and I'm gonna spray him like how people used to do with pets, how they put water in it. I'm just gonna get a spritz bottle. I'm gonna spray him in the face. I don't know. There's got to be a way to get him away. There's got to be.
I literally told him to shut the fuck up to his face.
I'll send you money to send me your autograph. I would like to frame it.
And it was beautiful because he actually recorded it himself, you know. So he was standing behind me, and we were trying to get Richard Allen coming out of the van, walking into the courthouse. And y'all, it was kind of early. This man screamed over my shoulder, and you can ask my husband, if anything is loud, I'm like, turn it the fuck down. Like I'm not like abruptly loud. Suddenly just makes me very angry. So I just turned around and said, could you shut the fuck up?
Dude, can we find the footage of you telling him to shut the fuck up from his channel?
I actually have it on my channel. It's one of my shorts on my channel.
Donna's over here like water with half ammonia. You trying to get me to fucking strychnine him? Donna, you're a baddie. Oh my God. He does look like the evil baby from The Simpsons, and it scares the shit out of me. So we need to get that footage of you telling JLR to fuck off, and we need to mash it up, and that's assault. We're gonna have to start, and then Laura, her phone going off at the Lori Valley. We'll put that in there too.
Yeah, actually, I have that footage on one of my shorts on my channel, and then
give me your channel also so I can share it so people will go to it, because I have a feeling that you're going to be living rent free in her hut. We're going to see a lot of tumbles because of our friend Jinx here. We're going to see Erica probably going to take a lot of tumbles. Like, I can't believe she fucking Jinx says she's falling.
So yeah, I've told JLR to shut the fuck up. To his face. Gray Hughes, I also got to cuss out Gray Hughes to his face on the Monon High Bridge.
Wait, what? Wait. Hold on.
Hi, OB. I'm Jinx. You weren't ready.
No, I'm snorting. I was not ready. We are all Dr. Snorty Bello this morning. Hold on. I can't breathe. Somebody in the chat. Hey, moderator, somebody please go find YouTube bad actors. I need her to meet this woman. Listen, hold on a second.
I know YouTube bad actors. She's fantastic. She's in my Discord.
Oh my God, we need you. We need an episode with you two bitches together, just hosing these twats. Gray Hughes on the Monon High Bridge. You're telling him to fuck off.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure did. And I told him about himself in the parking lot whenever he thought he was going to be able to say something and just get in his car and leave. And I had a lot more to say to him.
That is the merch. I told Gray Hughes to fuck off on the Monon High Bridge with the Monon High Bridge. Like, that is, and then all the money goes to Delphi. I cannot.
Yeah.
And that's like telling, what is that like? That's like telling Epstein that he can go fuck himself while throwing him off the Trump Tower. Like, that is amazing. That is, you are on the Monon High Bridge trail.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Graves. I love you so much. You assaulted Bob Motta?
Yeah, with a sign. Tell me it's Bob Motta. If you're listening to me, tell me where that sign hurt you, honey. Please tell me where that sign hurt you. Good God, Bob Motta. Shut the fuck up.
Back me up, Bob. Where'd the sign hurt you?
Yeah. Back me up, Bob.
Can I pay you to come assault me? Because I feel underrepresented. I feel like I'm losing my cool. I feel like you're not anyone. You're not someone until you've been assaulted by Jinx at a crime scene, a prior crime scene. I can't. I love you so. Sherlock, how are you not pen pals with Jinx? I feel like y'all are the same person. And Melissa, where's Melissa? This is okay. So you caused Erica to trip with her mind while she screamed your screen name in a court. In a
courthouse.
Told JLR shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of a courthouse, and then on the Monon High Bridge, you told Gray Hughes to go fuck himself.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that actually what I told Gray Hughes that he could take I said, you can fuck off, you lying ass, dirty deleting motherfucker.
Well, here's the thing. I'm all about the dirty delete because sometimes bitches don't need to see your thoughts as soon as they come out. But at the same time, there is a point where people are doing it a lot and it's not for the good of the land. It's just because they don't want people to know they were D-kids, and seen that a lot. That's a double dirty delete. That's a 3D. Also, he is a motherfucker. So there's that.
Yeah.
How do we package you and sell you? How do we
It's a hot mess over here, honey. That's what I always say.
Hot mess energy, honey. How do we you are the song My Name is Earl. That's who you are. You are the song My Name is Earl, all bottled into a person. I want to get you jam at a local fair. I love you so much. Are you sure we are not the same bitch? Sherlock. Oh my Like, I'm not sure anymore. I don't know what's going on the internet. Every screen name can be 2 people apparently now, and I'm here for it. You are Darlene's hero. That is high praise coming from Darlene. Darlene escaped a fire and spent the entire 1990s until now saving fucking lives. So we love Darlene.
Oh.
I can't. Okay, so what else have you done? Confess more crimes to me because I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I'm about to go shake my boyfriend and say, you have to meet this bitch. Like,
Well, I mean, I figured, if we're talking Erica and how I was able to trigger her just with my presence, I was just given some of my portfolio history in the Dopa case.
Dude, you have a portfolio. You have a dossier. Like, it is impressive. I don't think I've done nearly as much cool shit as you as far as telling off people who deserve it. I am okay. So I want to get you matching whatever she's wearing to court. Can we figure out what she's going to wear to court in 8 months? Get it for you in advance.
Oh my God.
And you just show up dressed as her?
Like a little mini version. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Like, I would totally do that just for
Yeah.
just the giggles.
Like you're her little Vern Troyer. You're just like you're running around. You're her mini-me. Like just
That'd be great.
fuck with her. The exact same outfit. And then maybe like I don't want you to change your hair, but I would buy a very fancy wig and we'd have to trash it up to look like her. But like if you would be willing to go deep covert ops dressed as Erica to watch Erica, that could be fun. And I think it's legal.
Well, I'll tell you, the staff at the county courthouse was very kind, because, like I said, after Erica had stormed by after making her announcement and telling me to go report, Christine kind of said something about, oh, she ain't wrong, and then we all walked towards the elevators, there was 2, and Christine kind of started going off and saying some things, and my friend Rescue, she said, like, what are you talking about or something, and I can't even remember exactly how it was going, but then Christine popped off at her and she was like, who are you? I don't even know you. And I was like, why are you talking to her then? Make that make sense.
I fucking love this. You guys are just, man, dude, being in an elevator too with someone and you're just talking shit is like,
Here's the funny thing. It was outside of the elevators because, like I said, there was 2 of them. And technically, FYI, Christine, for you specifically, I am legally blind. So whenever you ask me if I could see that other elevator said staff only, no, sorry, I am legally blind, and it was on my right side, which I'm definitely blind in my right eye. So you can kiss my ass for that comment because no, I couldn't. But guess what? The sweet bailiff who watched you and Erica lose your shit on me and my friend Rescue, he gave us a ride in that staff only elevator all the way down, and then also walked us out to our car because he saw how you erratic bitches verbally attacked 2 women who didn't have anything to say to you and didn't.
That's a shirt. Erratic bitches. I love that. You erratic bitches.
So let's get that out there.
Dude, for a court officer to take you, or the bailiff even, to take you in a separate elevator. Also, you poor thing, I'm sorry you're blind in your left eye. Or you said your right eye? Yeah. Okay, mine is my left that I'm the most fucked up in. And I used to see double vision. When I got LASIK, it got better, but it's still blurry because I have a big metal plate in it. But I do see blurry for like the first 3 hours when I wake up. And I have noticed it makes things smaller sometimes, like things in the middle. What if Erica is so much bigger than you thought?
Oh my God.
You might beat your ass. You need to be careful. You have to stay to the left of her at all times. Okay.
Objects smaller than they appear smaller than they actually are, kind of thing. Rearview mirrors. Woo!
I feel like she could come running up behind you, like she's running to catch that grape. Like, you have to be careful. You really do. I need you to get protection because Also, can you take, I feel like, okay, if you can take a stuffed cat, this is Sherlock Ho suggested it. I have seen a woman wandering around Detroit with a big stuffed tiger, so I don't see why you can't get a small cat in the courtroom. Or maybe we can get you a kitten sweater, something with cats on it, and then you can sit there and you can menace her with your one good eye.
Oh, I actually do have an idea for the whole cat in the courtroom kind of thing. You know,
the silver spoon. Oh, I'm sorry.
they make cat purses, you know, like cat shaped kitten, like yeah, like that's
They do.
yes, they do. So I think I'm gonna have a cat purse the next time that I go. You
You know
know,
what? Pick out your favorite on Amazon. I'll get it for you. I will get you a cat purse. And there are I got my common law mother-in-law. It's a pullover, like a hoodie, and it has ears. We could get you cat ear hoodie. And then when she looks at you in the court, you could go,
uh-huh.
and then
You
just
know,
stare at her.
actually, I have a headband, and it's like cat ears, but it's not like it's not noticeable unless you're like actually looking. It's really like, you know, it's not dramatic that you see two little bumps, and if you look at it, you know, long enough, you can figure out it's cat ears. So it's not, you know, something that would draw too much attention. I thought I'd wear that headband too. So
That's a good idea. I feel like you're in your feline era. This is good. She's gonna go from Farrah to Amber soon, though. Oh God, what if she goes full Janelle? What are we gonna do? We're gonna have to change our identities. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Is Jace back with Janelle? What do we know about Teen Mom? What do you know about the Teen Moms? Do you know what's going on? What happened to Erica's podcast? Oh, that's right. Thank you for keeping me humble. Streets of Bakersfield. Listen, everyone, Erica's got the #1 podcast launching soon. I don't know if you guys have heard this. She claimed that it's going to unravel the truth about Delphi. It's going to explain everything, including the people who framed her with the cats. Now, if you missed my comment section under the video about Erica, please go when this episode's done, check it out. She explains to us that it's just, listen, how can I explain this best so that I do justice to our dear Lane Bryant icon, Erica? Listen, she was framed by Cicero. Okay. Now, Cicero, he's not an old man that owns a puppet that tells lies. He's actually a guy who did DNA for the Delphi case. Okay. So this old guy is out to get her. Why? Because she's a woman with an axe to grind. She's been unjustly accused of killing cats and torturing cats by this DNA analyst named Pat Cicero. And he's probably Italian and he's probably been sent by Dawn Marie, but we're not going to worry about that right now. The point is, Cicero did the DNA from Delphi, right? Well, naturally, Erica is very important to the Delphi case. She is the backbone of the defense team. According to her, she helped draft the Franks memo. She uncovered so much. If you check the comment sections on the Court TV Vinnie Politan episode, December 24th, with her, there are thousands of people who agree that this woman is onto something. So in order to silence her, so she won't tell the truth about whatever it is she made up about Odinism, and that's it. That's pretty much it. She's basically, how can I explain this? She is a woman oppressed because she's trying really hard to help a guy who murdered 2 kids not look like he murdered 2 kids by making up religious, symbolic, sick signatures at a crime scene that didn't happen, leaking it to a bunch of people who are on the internet and people like Vinnie Politan saying this shit out loud, but none of it's true. And then putting herself in there because apparently to silence her from telling people about this Fry's memo thing that she cried about, they planted dead cats in her house with her husband home. So he is not a very good husband. He's not paying attention. And then the DNA guy went in there and he planted the cats. And then even though she didn't pay rent for 14 months, that's aside the point. She tortured the cat, but it wasn't her because she was busy being Batman in Delphi, like the people in the UFO, and she's there. And then apparently, like, they planted all of it to silence her. And then when she got caught and they were like, nah, you got to move the fuck out. And also, you're going to get in trouble for the dead cats. She was like, jinkies. And then she started sneaking around and getting the real fucking deets. And apparently, okay, she's being framed all the way up to the governor's office because, God forbid, anybody hears the thing that thousands of conspiracy theorists have been shouting on Reddit for years, from the mouth of someone as powerful as Erica, who is not a licensed PI anywhere. And anyway, so that is what's going on. And it's not fair and it's not right. They're trying to silence my girl. She's out here trying to tell people, listen, it's called Scientology. It's called Sea Org. And the truth is, Erica is just trying to get to her Master Thetan level so that she can board the ship. And you guys are trying to stop that bag, and I don't appreciate it. Let her piggyback off the death of children and cats. Just let her. It's her only meal ticket. Who are we to stop that? That's all I'm trying to say. Just saying all of that out loud sounds insane. Like, I can't. She wrote about it in the comment section. Cats were planted. Cats were killed and planted to make her look bad and to smear her reputation, which is not a good one. So rude. That's what I got out of it. Then yeah, OT3. She wants you to know about Xenu. So there's that. Did we miss anything? Oh yeah, and then wasn't she fucking Haley Dunn's dad, or was that a lie she made up? I don't know. It's all allegedly. There's too much. There's too much. This woman. Are people putting lead in her CPAP? Like, what is happening? Did she get a poison NuvaRing? Like, what are we? What mental disorder makes you kill cats and then go on court TV? What is it?
Yeah, I don't know. That really, like I said, I've got 2 cats myself. I've got 2 dogs as well, and I'm an animal lover through and through, you know. So it just like that's really disturbing how you can
Xanax and alcohol. Did they have Xanax in Kentucky?
Yes, they do have Xanax in Kentucky.
Okay. Then it could be that something.
But I'm in Indiana, so
You're in Indiana. Okay, good. Well, oh no, not good. Aren't there more pills there?
yeah, fun, isn't it?
Wow. So you and Eric are pretty cool. You're pretty tight, huh? You're like best friends.
Yeah, totally loves me. You should have heard her scream my name in the courthouse yesterday in the hall.
Screaming your name. She was like,
Screaming my
you,
name.
Jinxie. Dude, she's so sick. We're gonna get. How about this? We'll get Team Erica and Team Jinx shirts, and we'll see where people stand.
Oh Lord.
She's great. She's great. I hope that she suffers as much as those cats do, though.
Yeah.
I mean that.
Me too. Genuinely, I do. That was just awful. I mean, it's neglect and starvation, and that's just.
Dude, I'm so glad she fell and screamed your name. So, where are you gonna go celebrate? Like, where are you going to dinner for this? Because this is the type of thing in my hometown. You make a bitch trip with your mind, you're going to the Olive Garden.
Right? Yeah.
Or Chili's.
My husband grilled up some good stuff last night for us, so I celebrated at home with a 6-pack in him.
Hell yeah, dog. Yes, dude. Get that 6-pack. Get that steak, girl, because you deserve it. I'm very impressed with your mind skills. I can't believe she fucking fell and yelled her. That is so crazy.
Like I said, that poor ankle of hers, girl. Put some ice on it, Erica. I know that sucker's got to be sore today, darling. Maybe rethink them wedges if you're gonna come plowing out of there like a water buffalo.
Dude, cankles will do that to you. You got to be fucking careful. You got to take steps. Oh, streets of Bakersfield. Jinx, as she was leaving the courthouse, Erica yelled, Can you tell Streets Bakersfield one more time what she yelled about framing an innocent woman and then what happened? Can we hear it again? It's my favorite story.
Okay, so it was like I said, she had just gone in, and it was we thought we weren't going to be able to go in and view because it was a bench trial. Maybe we weren't going to be able to see it, but Erica was inside the courtroom for like maybe 2 minutes, and then she bust. I mean, like y'all, she slung open that door, and she took a step, and that second one, that ankle just about gave away. Like she tripped up and like had to catch herself on the door handle of that courtroom door that she just busted out of. And she said, 8 months continuance. And then she looked over and said, did you hear that, Jinx? 8 months continuance against for an innocent woman. Go back and report that, Jinx.
Jinx.
Jinx. Like
Jinx. She said, damn you, Jinx.
That was just the funny.
Dude, that is so sick, man. She's fucking crazy. Wow. Was Mike there? Did you get to tell him about it? Does he know? He needs to hear this. He would love this story.
Yeah, like I said, I only saw Christine and her wife, and then like I said, I assume that was Erica's husband. That was the only people that were there for her, just as a support system, I guess.
I have a tiny cop cam. Can I send it to you to wear so that you can see if this happens again? I don't want to miss it. Also, oh my God, dude, this is just, I can't. I'm going to have to find some Facebook updates of her recent posts. I'd like to hear this from her side.
I would too. I would love to actually hear it from her side.
I reached for her and I said, Jinx, help me. And she pushed me. Start kicking me in the pussy. Like, oh God. Dude, she's like the Kool-Aid man. So this crazy lady, for those of you who missed it, this lady, I'll summarize it. It's a lady who hung out with a lot of people, defense side during the Delphi trial, went on court TV with Vinnie Politan, announced she's a private investigator, spread a bunch of conspiracies to further her agenda, which is to prove that Richard Allen is innocent. The problem is she hops from case to case and she destroys them, and she's not a PI. So she fucked up the Haley Dunn case. She took advantage of vulnerable family members. She usually mooches. Then she moved on to another case and another case, and now she's in Delphi, and she spent her entire time there not paying rent for 14 months and then abandoning several cats, 2 of which were kittens with fleas, one of which who died. They found its skeleton in front of a toilet. And the man was not only being stalked, but other people in the town have been stalked by her. And she's, again, not a licensed PI, inserting herself into the case. And the defense side did write a message to the Carroll County Comment saying that she lied and she was not on their side. Now, she did insist on court TV, though, that she wrote the Frank's memo, or she helped write it, and she's integral. She also says that the blood analysis expert from the Delphi investigation is trying to frame her and silence her and planted the dead cats. So she is a cat torturing psychopath who ruined a case in Texas and lied about being a PI. All of this is alleged for entertainment purposes only. And then she had a trial for this whole situation with, she trashed a house, ruined it. This guy lost his house after not paying rent to him for 14 months, and then had to, take care of the cats and hand them off to someone. She ruins people's lives. She's completely insane. She is the worst grift. She's literally the Riddler, and allegedly. And to stop her from taking advantage of victims' families and suspects' families again, a lot of people have been calling her out, including people in various channels and groups all over. I caught wind of her through Turbo and a couple of other people, and I said, wow, this bitch is fucking crazy. And I started looking into her, and I was like, hey, why is she on court TV with Vinnie Politan and Bob Mata? And so then, they started agreeing with her, although Bob did come on here in the chat and reject her and rebuke that bitch and say, I don't believe in her anymore, and we're not cool anymore. Even though on TV he did back her up, because she said, back me up, Bob. But then he came in here and he rebuked her. So he did say, no, I don't claim her. And then the defense team said, I don't claim her. And then Auger from Delphi was supposed to represent her in the cat case and then dropped her. So now her whole world is crumbling because people are finding out she's a fake, a phony, and a cat killer. So allegedly for entertainment purposes only. So that's who Erica Morse is. Jinx made her trip with her mind in the courthouse and then scream Jinx's screen name.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And it was very funny. We've just been laughing about it. And when she did it, she went, Jinx. Fuck. Jinx, thank you so much for coming on today. I have to continue the episode, but you have been the best. I will have you on anytime you want. Please, look, Erica updates. You give me, let's make a trade, Z, your treat. You give me some Erica updates anytime you got them. I'll get you that cat purse. Get you that cat purse.
You know, I just hope that I did her proud as she did tell me to go report it. So I hope I did you proud, Erica.
Erica, we just want to make you proud, Erica, so that you scream our screen names, Jinx, as you fucking fall like a building, you psychopath. Anyway, thank you so much, Jinx. And by the way, Jinx has a channel. Can you tell me what your channel is?
It's if you do the little @ symbol C.Jinx13, then I do a lot of Flora stuff. But there are also a lot of funny stuff on there because, you know, I'm just a shit show, to be perfectly honest. Like I said, the JLR stuff is on there. There's a couple other stuff on there. So
you're fucking hilarious. And I will have you on anytime you want to be on. That is Jinx channel. Did I spell it right?
C.Jinx13. Yeah, looks good.
Perfect. Go follow her. Flora, we are actually going to be talking about here in the next couple of weeks, and I'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will be following you closely, young lady. You do things with your mind and you're very funny. And I love a Kentucky accent because even though that place was terrifying and cold, I do kind of miss the smell. It smelled very, I guess because we were by tobacco farms. And I miss the cost of cigarettes, but I probably should quit. You're the fucking best. Thank you so much. I will be getting you a cat purse, so look out for that. Does anybody have anything else you want to ask Jinx before she leaves? I can't. I'm just picturing her falling, going, Jinx.
Oh my god! I'm telling you, like that was epic, dude. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Okay, I'm like, this is like the best belated birthday gift in the whole wide world.
It's just. She's like 8 months. They're trying to find me. I can just picture it. She's so crazy. Okay.
The level of triggered was epic.
Dude, you triggered a bitch. Okay. You're the best. Thank you for coming on. I'm gonna kick your ass out because we gotta look at some tea. I can't wait to have you back. Everyone say goodbye to Aunt Jinx. I'm gonna go watch all the JLR shit you put on there. That's so funny. All right, bye, girl.
Bye, darling.
Bye, darling. I love her voice. Fuck, she has the coolest accent. You guys all have cool accents. Where the fuck is Dawn Marie? I need to get her in here and ask her about some Italian things. Okay. So that was so fun. I was not ready for that. I was absolutely not ready for that. That woman's horrible. Like, doing that to cats is super fucked up and disgusting. But then hearing that she fell in court, very funny. Like, there's just Jinx. Fuck. I might just make one shirt and send it to Jinx so Jinx can wear it in court. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We need one thing before we move on to the hot topic of the day. And it's perfect because it's right at about 2 hours. I wanted to do gigglies and fun for an hour. And then second hour, I wanted to talk about this. But we got a full hour interview with Jinxie. So now third hour, we're going to do this. And this is very great. We're going to talk about a hack on a website. And if you are on it, this is going to be, unfortunate for you. But we are going to learn a little bit on how to protect yourself on the internet when it comes to sites asking for a little too much and not being super protective of their users. Now, here's the good news for anybody who was breached in the tea leak, which is literally what it's being called. You're probably going to get a lot of money to sue the fuck out of the people who allowed it to get leaked, which are the creators of the app, who probably have a lot of money because it got really popular real quick. And you might be able to maybe sue them using a little company called, that's right, Morgan & Morgan. Did you get breached on 4chan because you were writing in a slam book? just trying to be safe and not get murdered by dudes on the internet when you go on dates, call Morgan and Morgan. I'm trying my best. I'm working on my Morgan and Morgan segues. Okay. Did Jinx make you fall in court with her mind while you yell, Jinx? Call Morgan and Morgan. Are you having dead cats planted in your house by the Delphi police to aid in a giant coup against a man who killed kids? Call Morgan and Morgan right now. There's only one thing that we need as a palate cleanser between anything.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, and you falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hump on the roof. How you do it like that? Oh shit, you just like a fat. Oh shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap.
Hey Stacy, do you want to go out sometime?
Road nose, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. When you walk in this beat shop, I'm surprised that you still got the shirt on, Jack.
Let me tell you something, Hulkster. The first time I met you, I was only 3 years old, but now I'm 6 years old. So now we gotta take it to a bigger level, man. Just like when you put that no good stinky giant over your head and send them right through the canvas in front of 93,000 Hulkamaniacs. So what are they gonna do when the power of the Hulkster and the roaster and the dual 24-inch pythons run wild on you?
Oh my roof! Roof!
Guys, is everything okay?
No.
I'm just waiting in line. I wanted to catch you as soon as you're available.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go into work now, guys.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah.
Yeah, shaking Ferguson.
Yeah, for sure.
Birthday.
I thought. Wait, Frederickson, it's your birthday?
We bringing sexy back.
Robert, match the freak.
Oh, okay. Is this it? Am I matching the freak?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Thank you. Hey, Fredrickson, how's your new dancing role been going? Shouldn't you be on the stage at some point? Don't forget about it. All right, I don't pay you to fuck around. Hey, listen, guys. Do you guys mind if I get my own office? You know, I got to do line RP.
I hope you like the disco ball we added.
Where the fuck did you guys get a disco ball?
Well, you said no strip club, so we stripped that idea and just made the club.
Yes, I know you have a
idea.
Yeah. No, I'm really glad that you guys are here every day now. The cult, right? I'm glad that you guys have become a regular part of my office. That means a lot to me.
I'm glad you like us being here. You know, we really enjoy the company.
What? We bring it sexy back. Yeah. I like the busing song.
Right.
Hello, folks. Nuck here. A lot of you have been asking me about my morning routine, so here it is. It's my new teeth. Snort-worthy smile, if you ask me. So I like to start my morning by waking up at 2 in the afternoon, get a quick lift, lick, and lurk in before I go off and spend the next several hours in the woods. And this time is mainly for my freeform lurks. I just lurk like no one's watching. Then I head into town to do some casual creeping. I mean, I'm freaking everyone out because I'm getting in my squirms. But you gotta squirm to stay firm. I forget what I'm doing for the next 3 days and get an office job that I absolutely hate. Spend most of my time hiding in the storage closet, but all my coworkers know I'm in there. The next 26 hours I'm purposefully unconscious, come to so I can try on some tuxes because I'm getting married. Love to Ragnora. I'll practice my funeral for 30 minutes, at which point I gotta pretend to listen to someone tell me about a dream they have, but I'm really just thinking about what I'm gonna say. Then, and this is important, I'll just wait. Eerily for hours. What am I waiting for? A big heap of nothing. I wait to wait. I'll spend 2 minutes trying to create fire with my mind, giving me just enough time for a last lurk before the day begins. That's the Bobo.
We are all black? That is true. 90% of my viewers are black. Their name is Tiffany? Whose name is Tiffany?
Hey, finally.
Oh, they're friends. This motherfucker can fly with his hat? I'm kind of invested in this date. I don't know why, I'm super invested in it. I don't think they could get on the table. Why am I so invested in a mute date? Please explain to me. What the fuck is Alex doing? It's a question I ask myself every single day living with him.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got titties on your back. Driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Oh shit, big boy get loose. Oh shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, he's on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Oh shit, you just like a fat. Oh shit, pick up your back. Oh, I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof.
Oh my.
Roof. Roof.
Oh.
Roof. Roof.
10 seconds left.
Roof. Roof.
Those are dogs. Let me fix this. There we go. Those are dogs responding to their owners barking at them, and I find it very cute. Okay. So what are we going to talk about today? Here is the gabagool. This is our finisher, if you will. This is our WrestleMania main card event. This is why you were all here. If this were a comedy show, this would be your headliner, okay? On the agenda today, we're going to talk about this dating app. Not dating app. It's a dating app, but it's for safety dating. It's for being safe when you date and screening, kind of pre-stalking your date. Kind of like the whole, I'm going to take down Donna Barkley's titties on the back, even though I recognize it. Yeah, the final boss, if you will. Thank you, EP. Yes, the final boss. This is an app we're going to talk about. And it's called T Dating Advice. The T Dating Advice Inc. is who started it. It's designed for iPad and I believe iPhone. And what it is it's another version of Are We Dating the Same Guy? But they attempted to kind of combine it with thedirty.com, Nikki Swift's website, like Perez Hilton, but for everybody, where you put people on blast. It's like a slam book. It's a way to put a guy's picture up and all of his information that you can give legally and then say he cheated on me, or he's a con man, or he'll take your pills, or he'll fucking beat you, or he tried to murder my friend. Some people use it as a way to spread slander so that the guys look bad. And some people use it because it is a way to find out if a guy's going to cheat on you or if he has a history, kind of his track record. A lot of people call it a gossip page. Yeah, I know so many people who are on the dirty too, because a lot of comics were on it. But with this one, I'm trying not to sneeze. With this one, it's a little bit different because it literally looks like this. Let me make it big so that you can see it. Because I'm not going to download it because something bad happened. All right. So see how this works. Get the T on your date. Does anyone have the T on Jake? Avoid dating red flag men, which is a wild, just a wild thing to say. Like red flag men. Oh, shit. Like I get what it means, but it's like, just say dickheads. I don't know. It feels weird. Yeah. Like the Tinder swindler, stuff like that. Like just like, hey, you see this guy? He gave me a disease, that type of stuff. But also it gets abused, so people use it for petty revenge, spreading gossip, but other people use it to be safe. There are a lot of women who have been burned before, a lot of abuse victims, abuse survivors, if you will, people who, they really, really are super hyper anxious about dating. So they will go on here and use it as a way to avoid going through that type of shit again. So while there are people who use it for good and it has good intentions, there are still people who can fuck it up for everyone. And yes, it got abused and it can cancel people. So that's what has been kind of the big controversy. Like, a lot of men are saying we should have one of these, and it's like, well, it's called the internet, just make one. But this company, T Dating Advice, they call it a dating advice app. It's for 17 and up, which is interesting because in some states 17 is not a legal adult. So that kind of calls into question some of the issues surrounding this app, I think, in addition to a couple of other things. It has a 4.6 rating, right? It seems like it's a good idea and concept. It's not really revolutionary because, like I said, you could just do this. Like, you could just post on your Facebook or X, like, this guy did these things to me. But this is a place where a bunch of people go, and there are more likely going to be, or there's going to be more likely more eyes on it, if you will. So, there's a bunch of stuff like that already available. But this one in particular, it came out, it got rave reviews. People love it. A lot of guys hate it when they find out that they're on it. There are so many TikToks of guys like, I'm on this fucking app and this is bullshit. There's also a big risk there because it's not supposed to be shared with people. It's supposed to be private. So one of the ways that they make sure guys who could potentially be on it or people who could use it for nefarious purposes, one of the ways that they attempted to regulate this app is by asking you to submit your driver's license or state ID and a selfie of yourself in order to biometrically match you with your ID. And at that point, they promise to delete the selfie forever. Don't worry, it goes away. This is just to match you. And then once it matches your ID and we confirm it, you're allowed in. We just need to make sure you are who you say you are. Now, Facebook has something similar in their two-factor authentication as an option where you can submit your ID, but then they mail you a code to your home address to confirm that it's you, and then you have to put the code in. Nextdoor also does this. Why did they do that? Because if you need to recover your account and you got everything else wrong and you are at the point where you're relying on the second factor authentication process, you can steal an ID, you can pretend it's your ID, you can lie about where you live, you can be someone different, you can get a picture of one off the internet, but only the person who lives at the address on your ID can check the mail and pull it, theoretically. So it's a way to ensure that that's who you are. They do this on Nextdoor, and they take it to a point where they actually share a bunch of information with the police. And if you move into a place like an apartment in your apartment number, when you go to change it, you might find out that the former resident, let's say they're a sex offender. In that case, there have been instances where people submit their address to Nextdoor for this verification, or they accept their invite, and you're supposed to get this code in the mail, in your mailbox. Nextdoor will actually hold on to your ability to register and not send you a code until they first get proof from police that the sex offender has moved out of the apartment and it is in fact you. That is how serious they are about not letting anybody slip past. So I would think that other apps that would ask for your ID would have some sort of way to back up that you're actually the person with the ID and attempt to avoid making people wait to use the service until something is mailed to them. And because of the cost, I'm presuming, this is just my guess. I can't think of why you wouldn't just take the time to verify, but apparently, to streamline the process, make it quicker, get more people on board with this app, they have chosen to rely on biometrically identifying you via a selfie and matching it to your ID to prove that it's you. I feel like that's very risky. There are ways around that. Simultaneously, you might look a lot like the person, or you could simply Photoshop it. I would think that they're not going to go as far as to verify via. Let me put it this way. Apps don't have a direct line to the police unless they make it clear in their privacy statements. They don't in this one. If you look at the Ring apps prior to 2022, they do. If you look at Nextdoor, they do. They let you know on Nest that they do. We might share information with law enforcement, or we do share. So in order to verify specific things that have to do with specific people, it might cost some companies a little extra chum-chum, a little scrum, so that they can go ahead and they can get that shit verified directly through a service that's like a background check, and that would cost them money. It made me do that when I moved. It absolutely made me do that. Now, they did change the process when they took on two-factor authentication. So how long ago did you get Nextdoor? Did you get it when it was like right after beta? It was around, I want to say, when Instacart was big. Did you get the kind where a neighbor can invite you? And then in that case, you don't have to get the mail-in? Because I had to get the mail-in. Mine also had to do with, a person who lived in our building, used to be a sex offender, but he was a sex offender in Oregon and then got taken off the list. But he didn't even live in our building anymore. He just used to live there. So every single person who moved into our building had to get this thing from the police and sent to Nextdoor so that we could get a Nextdoor account. It was so stupid. And I was like, why is this guy who lived here like 5 years ago, who moved back to his state, and I guess isn't on the registry anymore even, like, why is he affecting us getting a social media account? It made no sense to me, but they were very strict about that. They didn't make you do anything. I wonder if they got rid of it again. 4 years ago, you got an invite. Oh, okay. So mine is much older than that. So maybe they actually took away the invite process. Damn, I wonder if it's because of this. Well, regardless, another company that does something similar is Parler. They'll take your ID, and they also had a data breach and a bunch of IDs were leaked. So what happened here is essentially, let me actually read you this because it was a complicated process. I'm sorry, I'm chewing on ice and I shouldn't do that. And this woman named Shoshana Wiseman did a really great breakdown on it yesterday. It has to do with the user verification IDs. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. It is very fascinating. The process for protecting an app like this and the promises you make, I guess, are like, I didn't really realize. I mean, I knew that they're serious. You need to do everything like by the book so that you're ensuring safety, because that's kind of the point of the app, right? It's a safety app. So you would think that if you're encouraging people to use this app for safety in real life, you would also provide a similar status quo of safety, or at least a feeling of safety, of trust with your privacy agreements. It's very odd to me that an app that's supposed to be looking out for women would be so loosey-goosey in basically their policies versus their promises and how they ended up getting breached. So let me read you first what they describe the app as. Are we dating the same guy? Ask our anonymous community of women to make sure your date is safe. Not a catfish and not in a relationship. So first thing they promise is anonymity. So once you submit your user ID, your driver's license, and you submit your selfie, they're supposed to destroy it. It's literally just to verify that you are who you say you are. Okay. So it's supposed to be anonymous. That's a big promise they make. It is on the front page when you go to get the app at an app store, particularly the Apple App Store. Okay. So, first promise they made that was broken, anonymous community of women to make sure your date is safe, not a catfish and not in a relationship. So, those are the three promises: anonymity for safety, not a catfish, not in a relationship. I will tell you, there's a lot more that is shared than just whether a person is in a relationship or whether they are a catfish. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know how I feel about that yet, because it works both ways. It can be really bad and it can be really good. Like, it can help, but it can also hurt. And we discussed that at the beginning. Already swiping for dates on Tinder, Bumble, Match, or Hinge. I have never used any of those, and that is crazy. Me and Dylan, we met prior, but we did use okcupid.com and met again. And we were like, okay. That's wild. There's so many now. T is a must-have app, helping women avoid red flags before the first date with dating advice. So now they're letting you know you might get some advice from your fellow ladies and showing them who's really behind the profile of the person they're dating. So that is an extra option that they are putting out there, that, hey, you might even find out who's really behind the profile of the guy you're dating. That feels to me like, I guess if they're on a public dating site, it's not doxing, but it kind of is. But if the person's lying about who they are, this becomes an ethical argument. So again, I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess, I mean, it's good from a woman's standpoint. Good. I want to know who the fuck I'm dating. But also, you know, what if somebody is who they say they are, but perhaps a woman had a bad experience with them? Could draw the line or toe the line between unfair and opinionated versus an actual threat. So who is to determine what is a threat and what is not a threat is kind of where that gets sticky, okay? Users can access a nationwide form of posts and can set alerts for a man's name so you never miss any tea about your potential date, ex, or partner. That feels like stalking. I'm not going to lie, that feels like stalking. And so you can make sure they are not a cheater. It still feels like stalking. Users can anonymously ask for dating and relationship advice to find support and empowerment from our community or of verified women. So they're letting you know the community is all entirely verified by them. Okay. That's where the crux of this is. So whether you're planning a coffee meetup or something more serious, T gives you the confidence to move forward with your date. No matter how you meet via dating apps, friends, or online, T and its users help you date safe, increasing your chances of dating success. Now look, I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV. No, I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like that's a tall order to offer. To say that it will increase your chance of dating success could be false advertisement, because it is fairly new. How do you determine those numbers? How can you make that promise? And why is it on the front? That seems like it's pretty important. You're kind of closing with that. I hope it does, but this doesn't feel like it with what happened yesterday, okay? T is the perfect companion app if you're using dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, Match, or Hinge. They've mentioned these already, so now we have 2 times they've mentioned them. That makes me wonder, are they cross-promoting on those platforms? Are we seeing any ads for this on those platforms? I don't have those dating apps, but if you do, please let me know if you see anything popping up that has to do with this in your advertisements, or when, I don't know if it's a scroll down one, or if there's any like promo codes or offer, just anything that has to do with this. I'm very interested in why they keep repeating those, because typically when you see that, there's some cross-promotional advertising, which means sharing your data, and that spooks me. I probably would have never gotten this regardless, because it has red flags all over the place. Big promises, tall order, verifies you with an ID, keeps repeating these private companies that are making a lot of money off of people using them as platforms to date, that rely on advertising and data. So, wow. It gives you a layer of safety and community insight before the first date. Okay, so with that, yeah, that was Aziz Ansari. He didn't go down on a woman good enough. He tried to cancel him. That was crazy. Let's see what some of these reviews are. 4.6 out of 5. Okay. We've got a couple of bad ones. Now, yesterday's breach just hit the news last night and today. So I'm very curious. We'll check back and see what this is later. Once women find out what happened. Okay. I was skeptical when I first heard of this app. I was in one of the various "Are We Dating the Same Guy" Facebook pages, and someone recommended. I tried it out when you got frustrated with beyond making a post anonymously, not being able to comment on others' posts with revealing your identity. So I was shocked to report everything this app claims to be is truly what it is. You can't screenshot. Remember, I told you earlier, they have like a DRM type of setup. So essentially, you have this inability to screenshot like what they do with Snapchat. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting that they have that. Okay. No one can find your identity, and it's opened a space for women, some who typically would never have shared anything like this due to the horrific circumstances they've endured. Fair enough. To not only post looking for tea or red flags for a new love venture, but a place to post men from either current or past relationships with abusive, narcissistic, unfaithful, dishonest, or criminal men. Some of this is kind of like, this is where it gets tricky. I'm sorry, if it's cringy, Laura, you don't have to watch it. But if you mean it's cringy, like the whole situation with the app, I mean, I agree with you. Yeah, it is kind of wild. As a way to steer others, okay, this is definitely a real review because there are so many fuck ups in it. To steer clear of these men and to prevent another woman from becoming their next victim! Exclamation point. Okay. So unfaithful, dishonest, narcissistic, those are all things that can kind of be opinions of people. And it's just like, I don't think that was in the description, but okay. I initially was concerned it would turn into a high school mean girl situation. Yeah, it does look like a slam book. It could get ugly fast. However, I was happy to see women uplifting others. Nice. Good. Love to see that. And not character assassinating men out of jealousy or spite. Well, I wouldn't say that because that seems to be a common complaint. I feel in this digital dating era, an app like this has been long overdue, and as such, women have used it as a safety tool, not a gossip platform. Okay. Kudos to the strong, brave women who embarked on creating this safe space, and I can't wait to see the heights where y'all take this to. Okay. So they are not running background reports, but they do check your ID and then make you take a selfie to go with the ID. So here's where shit went wrong. Okay. Let me go ahead and again, you have to have iPad. I just want to see some specifics, version 1 or later. Here is the in-app purchases. So it's a free app, but once you're in it, you can make a couple of purchases if you want. It says that you can get the T Premium for $4.99, T Pro Monthly for $19.99, and T Pro Monthly for $14.99. Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, here we go. This is the part. Oh, you know what? You're right. They can. I thought you couldn't. But look right here, an in-app purchase. So that's interesting because what that probably means is that they probably have a deal with something like Social Catfish or White Pages or, one of those people search sites. So in these bundles, especially looking at the price, I wonder if they're using an unlimited account built in or cross promotion with one of these people search sites. And they're probably charging you to just run those, like Social Catfish and stuff. That's fascinating. So you can do a private background check, a criminal record check bundle, a reverse image search bundle, and then another background check bundle. And it says 3. So I guess you get 3 with that. And then T Premium. This is wild. So the in-app purchases also include, running background reports, Angela. But you have to pay for it. So the free version doesn't do that, but that's wild. That's interesting. So let's look at the privacy policy because this is going to be the backbone. I'm going to make myself small. We're not going to look at the whole thing. We're just going to look at some of it. Let me zoom in. All right. The T Dating Advice Company we are respects your privacy, is committed to protecting it through our compliance with this policy. This document details the types of information we may collect or that you may provide when you access, use, or register the T Dating Advice's website and mobile application, collectively services, and our practices for using, maintaining, protecting, and disclosing that information. Please read this carefully to understand our policies and practices regarding your information and how we will treat it. This is important. You should do this on every app that you download. So let's find out how they're going to treat our shit. How about that? By using or registering with our services, you agree to this privacy policy. I would presume you guys do too over there at the T. Your continued use of our services after we make changes is deemed to be acceptance of those changes. So take note of that. We might rearrange this shit, swap it around, take away, add to. Just by being here, you agree to all that shit. So please check the policy periodically for updates, as it may change from time to time. Now, while I get annoyed that there are privacy policy updates, they are very important because that means something is being added or taken away, and it is important that you read those. Information we collect and how we collect it, this is very important. We collect information from and about users of our services directly from you when you provide it to us, and automatically when you use the services. What does this mean? This means they're going to ask you for a verification. And this means once you give it to them and you log in and you are on it, they can take all the data they want from you, just like TikTok, just like Instagram, just like every other app. They're letting you know we're getting that data, bitch. Information you provide to us, the most important part. When you use or register with the services, we may ask you to provide information by which you will be personally identified, such as your email address, date of birth, location, oh my God, photograph ID, a photograph, which is the selfie, ID photograph, and any other identifier by which you may be contacted or identified online or offline. Personal information. This information includes information that you provide by filling in forms in the services. This includes information provided at the time of registering to use the services, details of transactions you carry out throughout the services. You may be required to provide financial information before placing an order through the services and receiving payment. So your credit card numbers, records and copies of your correspondences, including emails, addresses, and phone numbers if you contact us. We may also ask you for information when you report a problem with the service, your responses to surveys that we might ask you to complete for research and development purposes. Okay? They tell you that when you download their shit, they are going to get the following from you. Usage details. When you access the use and services, we may automatically, so we're going to data mine, collect certain details of your access and use of services, including traffic data, location data, logs, and other communication data and resources that you access and use on or through the services. Device information. Okay, so the one above is while you're using them. We may collect information about your computer, your mobile device, and your internet connection. Okay, including the computer or mobile device's unique device identifier, your IP address, your operating system, your browser type, your mobile network information, and your device's telephone number. Okay? This is going to be a lot. We're not going to read all of it, but this part right here, kind of important, I think. This is a little unique. Okay? We may also employ software technology known as web beacons or clear GIFs, which help us keep track of what content on our service is effective, i.e., what do you respond to? This is marketing data. What does she like? What does she click on? What does she use? What does she save? Okay. Web beacons are small graphics with a unique identifier that are used to track online movements of internet users. So it's not just from their platform, it's beyond. So if you click out and then open Facebook, it's going to know, and it's going to say this person likes Facebook a lot. Then you might start seeing a lot of ads from T on Facebook. Does that make sense? Web beacons are embedded in the web pages you review, so they are not stored on your hard drive. So they are specifically looking at what do you like? What is this bitch like? The web beacons we may use will not track or collect any personally identifiable information, your credit card information, even though they already have it about you, and they are in no way linked to your personally identifiable information. Okay. By the way, your personally identifiable information, remember what that was. Remember what that was. Okay. That's going to be your photograph, your ID, any way you're contacted in line, your location, your birth, and it goes on and on. So remember what they're talking about. Okay. To set up and verify your account with us, to perform transactions and background checks through services and third-party service providers, to personalize your user experience, to deliver messages to you safely, to conduct aggregated analysis of performance of our services. They're going to do all that. They want your butthole prints, Laura. They want it all. Okay? Should you still disagree with the collection and processing of this data, we recommend you stop using our services or contact us at support@T for Women. To delete your account, and all first-party and third-party data will be deleted. So, if you don't like what you're about to hear today, unfortunately, some of your shit might have already been leaked, but you can always email them and say, hey, get rid of all my fucking data now. Okay. Here's the big cheese. During the registration process, users are required to submit a selfie photo for verification purposes. This photo is securely processed and stored only temporarily and will be deleted immediately following the completion of the verification process. Do you hear that? We're not going to store it. We're going to delete it immediately. We're just using it to verify. This is fucking important. Furthermore, while our app utilizes Face ID for secure authentication, all Face ID biometric data is processed and stored locally on the user's device within the secure enclave and is never transmitted or stored by our servers. Well, that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. Because that's not what I fucking heard. And now it's time for me to read this to you. Okay? This is what happened. By Shoshana Wiseman. Okay? She wrote this article. The top app spills tea and user verification IDs. Tea, which allows women to anonymously review men they date, is the #1 app in the App Store. That's right, the #1 app in the App Store right now, or as of yesterday anyway. Now, 404 Media has confirmed a massive breach of identity verification data belonging to women using the app. It appears the location in which this was stored was not a secured server whatsoever. This is a stark reminder that users don't always understand the enormous risk that comes with verifying age and identity verification online. Women can download the T app and search for men, find their backgrounds, user reviews, and can use other features the app suggests can help keep women safe. The app advertises that women using the platform remain anonymous, a particularly important feature, as presumably some women who desire such deep personal research on potential romantic partners may have faced harm or abuse from partners in the past and want a higher level of security in certainty in future partners. This makes the confirmed breach of, oh, I'm sorry, did I say 17,000? That's my bad. 72,000 images, 13,000 selfies, and photo IDs. That actually is 17,000. Just to note that changed. Today it was reported 17,000. Yesterday was 13. They found a few thousand more. So there's 72,000 images, which include 17,000 or 72,000 images, which include 17,000 selfies and photo IDs, 59,000 images from app posts and direct messages. If you were to direct message someone on this app, okay, and you sent them a picture that maybe you don't want the whole world to see, it got breached. Okay? That's a problem. Holy shit. Here's where it gets worse. Even more concerning. A post on 4chan originally exposed the existence of the breach, after which 404 Media investigated. The T app later confirmed the breach to the publication. 404 Media was able to verify some details of the breach as originally described in the 4chan post. For those of you who don't understand what they're saying, originally 4chan complained about the app, not 4chan, the forum, people on it, the guys on it were pissed. They're like, this is fucked up that this app exists. Somebody on there said, hey, I was checking it out from a technical level, and it is very unsecure. There's a lot of shit on there that is extremely vulnerable. Anyone can get it. Well, guess what happened? People on 4chan said, oh, word, let's go see. And then boom, hack. That's a problem. So 4chan originally exposed the existence of the breach. They told them, they said, there is a breach, there is an issue. Okay, this shit got breached. Okay. So the T-App later confirmed the breach to the publication. 404 Media was able to verify the details as originally described in the post, including that the T uses the same Firebase app development platform bucket that the 4chan user cited. But 404 Media reported that they did not load any images from that database. The T-App requires a photo selfie and photo ID in order to register. The app's privacy policy explains that user selfies for verification are securely processed and stored only temporarily and then will be deleted immediately following the completion of the verification process. It is entirely possible that the 17,000 breached images were from newer users who were not yet verified, but it is unclear the case. Let me correct that right the fuck now. They absolutely were old users who had already been verified because their IDs were matched to their selfies. That information came out after this article. Okay. The company told 404 Media that this data was originally stored in compliance with law enforcement requirements related to cyberbullying prevention, and that they are working to investigate and remedy the situation. However, the original post about the data breach is correct. It would appear that the images were stored without any level of security. As the now deleted original 4chan post stated, yes, if you sent T-App your face and driver's license, they doxed you publicly. No authentication, no nothing. It's a public bucket. This incident ought to serve as another stark reminder that efforts to mandate age and identity verification online can pose significant risks to user privacy. Let's go down to this part right here. That's very important. I'm going to read it to you. Okay. Yet, when people are increasingly encouraged to share their most sensitive information, photo IDs, social security numbers, face scans across websites and apps, they'll begin to feel comfortable in doing so. Offering up sensitive data could become a reflexive act, like agreeing to terms of service documents. However, people cannot be sure how this data will be stored and used. In this case, T could not have been adhering to its privacy policy regarding its data storage, which before now might have assuaged fears of people concerned about how their information might be stored or used. Some companies may store or use sensitive data in safer ways, but users do not have the ability to vet this. Even companies using better security practices can face hacks. So, what is the quickest way to explain to you exactly what the fuck this all means? There are pictures of IDs and facial scans corresponding with those IDs that were supposed to be immediately deleted that are now actively on 4chan. In fact, if you scroll through Twitter, you can see those. There is a map. I'm going to show you this map. It is a very stressful and upsetting map. But one of the ways that it tracks its users and their locations is by putting a ping on a map that looks very much like Raul's map, the catch list map. So you can essentially see how many users are online at all times. Somebody made a map for this specific app that shows everybody who got breached, and they put that on 4chan too. It is so wild. Let's see what the company said, okay? Yeah, so much for the authentication method. It's wild. Okay, so let's see what they said about this, all right? Here we go. So, T-app users, they put this on Instagram. We always want this space to feel transparent, and our community is our first priority. There's a lot of misinformation circulating, so please take a moment to read. Here's what you need to know. We're about to find out if they're about to bullshit us, because I saw it. A lot of people saw it. There are photographs of the exact IDs and the selfies of the women literally linked all over the internet. Okay? I'm not going to breach them more, but they're all over the internet. So let's see if they cop to it. We discovered unauthorized access to an archived data system. If you signed up for T after February 2024, all of your data is secure. This archived system stored about 72,000 user-submitted images, including approximately 17,000 as of today. This was 12 hours ago, okay. Of selfies and selfies, including photo IDs submitted during the account verification. These photos can in no way be linked to posts within T. Well, here's the thing. If you're talking about Johnny, and Johnny's dated 4 girls, and you say that Johnny did something to you and Johnny's abusive, and then Johnny looks in the data well with all these pictures, or just goes to 4chan or looks on Reddit and sees you there and not his other exes, he knows who made the post. Don't fuck with us. Don't act like we're stupid, T. We know what's going on here. That's absurd. Additionally, 59,000 images publicly viewable in the app from posts, comments, and direct messages from over 2 years ago were accessed. This data was stored to meet cyber law enforcement standards around cyberbullying prevention. But here's the problem. They said they'd get rid of it. If they said they'd get rid of those pictures, why are those pictures there? For them to breach, even if it is 2 years old. We've acted fast, and we're working with some of the most trusted cybersecurity experts. Why didn't you work with them before the breach, when it mattered? For more information, please visit the link in our bio. We're taking every step to protect this community now and always. Thank you for your patience and trust. Not only should every single person who got breached take legal action, it should be a class action lawsuit, and they should demand a shitload of money, because this is fucked. I thought you delete people's selfies upon approval. 944 likes. Do they respond? Nope. Not at all. Let's take a look at some of the posts that T puts out from its users. God damn it, I was muted again. Anyway, we officially have over 4 million women in our community, and we made some big improvements to our wait list, which will expedite the process. Starting soon, we're moving as fast as we can. This aged poorly. That's terrible. You're trying to streamline it again after fucking up that bad? Exactly. It makes no sense. They're trying to beat around the bush. They can beat around this bush, because this is crazy. This is not okay.
PSA to all my green flag men out there. You should encourage the women you're talking to.
Did he just say PSA to all my green flag men out there? Holy shit. Don't get this app. This guy's a fucking weirdo. What, dude? I can't believe people talk like this.
To online to do a background check on you before you ever meet up. As men, we have the responsibility to help set the standards for dating safety for women. Turns out there's an app that does just that, called T. It gives women access to easy background checks on the men they're dating. There's even this crazy cool reverse image search tool that calls out catfishers instantly. Yeah, we knew that picture wasn't you, buddy boy. If you guys out there think that you're scared going on a date, imagine how the woman feels. Let's step up and encourage women to use tea so they can date safely. PSA to all my green flag men out there. You should encourage the women you're talking to online to do a background check on you before you ever meet up. As men, we have the responsibility to help set the standards for dating safety for women. Turns out there's an app that does just that called Tea. It gives women access to...
Does he have to work out while he's doing a PSA? Can you fucking stop on your try? If this is that important, can you stop and just talk to us instead of fucking moving around? Like, remember when people cared about commercials and marketing and they put a lot of effort and time into it? It was like a cinematic movie set for a fucking Dairy Queen commercial. Yeah, he should tell the red flag guys. Why are you? He's also like, hey guys, hey, listen, you want to get some pussy? Okay. You got to pretend you're into this bitch looking at everything. All right. Show them everything. Okay. You just don't get arrested. Anything that you did in your past, they should fucking know about, like, immediately before they even go on a date with you. Did you like get a speeding ticket in 1982? They need to know that shit. Okay. Listen, guys, if you're not down for all of this shit, like in the dating world, and then having someone know everything about you before the date so that you got nothing to talk about, come hop on the back of this treadmill with me and let's work out together, bro. Let's work out for tea, dude. Like, this is so stupid. First of all, he's reading this script. He's still getting it wrong. And he's working out loudly while he does this PSA. And also, what is like, why do you have to say green flag men? Like, it just sounds fucking weird. This is weird, dude. These people are for real. He does another one? Oh, it's the same guy. Oh, so this is authentic as fuck. I believe it. Is this guy just sit in his car and go to the gym, and then is he going to be shitting and wiping his ass in it, being like, oh, my poo stinks. Flush. Hey, you know what else stinks? Dating red flag men. What the fuck?
I was so scared for my sister to be dating again. And then I found out about the T app for women. It does reverse image search, background check, criminal history. Any guy you're talking to, you can easily use these features to look him up before seeing him in real life. The reverse image search is literally insane. You take a picture from the guy's dating profile, put it into the reverse image searcher, hit search. It'll pull up all of his real social media profiles. You'll see his Instagram, his real Facebook, even his LinkedIn could pop up. It is seriously such a game changer for women dating in 2025. I was so scared for my sister to be dating again. And then I found out about the T app for women. It does reverse image search, background check, criminal history. Any guy you're talking to, you can easily use these features to look him up before seeing him in real life. The reverse
I'm still stunned at the guy on the treadmill. I can't. When you're in an abusive situation, you can't tell what's real and what's not. We help each other sort through thoughts. A patriarchal world where men have systematic power over women. This app, dude, nothing makes me hornier than this app. What the fuck is going on? Blank joined recently, but it is helpful. What if it's anonymous? Why are these blocked out? So it's not anonymous? I did have a negative experience before. It helped me process the negative experience to know others dealt with similar, but a bullet was dodged. A bullet? Was he fucking shooting at you? Or the problem with the other person, and to be careful. Or can none of these bitches spell? Because men literally try to stop actual stories and info from getting out because they want to save their reputation. I mean, everyone does that, right? If they're bad. If they're bad, they're bad. This is wild. I need to get back to green flag guy territory. I can't believe I look at shit like this and I'm like, my grandpa almost died at Pearl Harbor. Like old dudes in Vietnam covered in blood, like trying not to be trying not to be caught by the enemy and shit. Like they worked with their hands. They could, you know, men used to do crazy shit, and now they do crazier shit. They get on treadmills and they talk about green flag guys. It's just, yeah, I don't know. They're very, like, this is wild. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Oh,
You know what texts are
now they're gonna blame Coldplay. Now they're gonna blame Coldplay. This is blowing my mind.
up that Mr. CEO here should have been working for because it would have saved him a lot of trouble? This app right here, it's for the girlies. Allows you to check to see if a guy is married literally just by dropping his phone number into this phone number lookup feature on T. Because the girlies want to be able to know if they're out at a bar and a guy's
Look, these people fucked up, okay, and they did something bad. I think getting punished on the biggest world stage, which is Twitter, the news, Facebook, everywhere, like all of the internet, television, smeared, losing your job. I feel like they get the point. And I feel like they've been through a lot. Maybe deserved. But then to take it and spin it into this could have been preventable if you had the tea. Bitch, do you think this lady's gonna go on your app and go, maybe I shouldn't fuck my boss? Like, what?
hitting on them and they don't trust them. They don't know them. They want to be able to just get the guy's phone number, drop it into T. It'll show if he's married. When will the guys ever learn? You know what tech startup that Mr. CEO here should have been working for because it would have saved him a lot of trouble? This app right here, it's for the girlies. Allows you to check to see if a guy is married literally just by dropping his phone number into this phone number lookup feature on T. Because the girlies want to be able to know if they're out at a bar and a guy's hitting on them and they don't trust them. They don't know them. They want to be able to just get the guy's phone number, drop it into T. It'll show if he's married. When will the guys ever learn? You know what tech startup that Mr. CEO here should have been working for?
She seems fun.
Girlies, I'm going to need you to stop complaining. Oh no, there's not any good men left in the world. What do you see right here? You see 11 green flags left on our guy Clark in T. 23 green flags on our guy Jake in T. 10 green flags on Adam. I mean, come on. Not me in the passenger seat just sitting here scrolling through all the green flag guys on T trying to find a husband for my bestie. That's why I love T. It's not a dating app, but it is an app where the girlies go and they leave their honest feedback on men and talk about their experiences that they've had with these guys. They literally go on T and hunt for green flag guys in your area. Just scroll. Good men do exist. Girlies, I'm going to need you to stop complaining. Oh no, there's not any good men left in the world. What do you see right here? You see 11 green flags left on our guy Clark in T.
Bitch, I see the longest finger I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God, girl, your fingers are long. Yeah, I guess these guys are lying and they believe it. I think so. The other women vote the green flag, but they could just be taking their chick's ID. They could also just be trying to, like that one guy's like, I just want my sister to meet a good guy. Well, like, what if you have an asshole brother who's like, I just want my sister, I don't know, to date a guy I like, and then he's like picking out these losers. Like, I don't understand. Actually, none of this should be happening. I am so confused. Do you think these people would survive Vietnam? This is wild. All those ones.
Normally the T on T is so piping. Like, yeah, I was dating this guy for 5 years. And last week I found out that he was about to get married to someone else in Mexico like 3 days from now. Like, it's normally so unhinged what these guys are doing. But today, ladies, we have some green tea on T. Look, this guy, Adam, 10 green flags. The girlie who posted him said, at first, I thought he was lying about calling his mom so much. I thought he was on the phone with another woman, but he is really just so sweet to call his mom. Well, sneak peek. Green flag guys in T. We love to see it. Normally the T on T is so piping. Like, yeah, I was dating this guy for 5 years. And last week I found out that he was about to get married to someone else in Mexico like 3 days from now. Like, it's normally so unhinged what these guys are doing. But
Okay. I think we need a moment. Let's have a moment. Okay, we're gonna have a moment, and we're going to look at something that's going to calm and soothe us, because this is a lot to take in. I feel like we need something
Here, filming for our own protection here.
Oh boy.
Oh, look who it is. Look who's here. Here she is.
You know what? I'm so sick of your shit.
Oh, she stole my
phone. I'm sick of your shit. Okay? Enough is enough. You're a prick.
Can I have my phone?
How's the kids? How's the kids? They must be so proud of their dad.
That's assault, Joe.
Assault.
I'm gonna need my phone back.
Fuck off, Big Bird. You're a fucking bird. You look fatter than me.
I'm gonna need my phone back.
Boom. You're a fat fuck.
I'm gonna need my phone back, Jill.
Where's your top lip?
I'm gonna need
Where's
my
your
phone back,
top lip?
Jill.
And oh, I'm sorry. Didn't you go loopy? Didn't you go crazy?
Jill, can I please have my
Shut the fuck up. No one else.
Jill, can I have my phone back, please?
Have his property.
Can I have my phone back, please, Jill?
Go ahead and give him his phone.
I need my phone back, Jill.
Don't
you lie. I need my phone back. I need my phone back. Okay, so that just happened. That just happened.
Piece of shit. I have wrinkles. I don't care, but guess what? I have a good heart.
You have a great
You're a
heart.
prick. You're going to jail, and I cannot wait. And guess what? You're going to be without a boyfriend because this prick is going to jail.
I mean, I'll be with my boyfriend longer than you will. You're just gonna die.
Okay, don't even worry about it. She's not worried. This is a try. Just let her talk. Just let her talk. Just let her talk. Just let her talk.
You're the one yelling right
Just
now.
let her talk. Don't
Guess
even
what?
talk
He's
back.
cheating on
Don't
you.
even talk back. Don't even talk back. Don't even talk back. Who are you yelling at?
Who are you? Like, look at you. How many times you got punched in the nose?
I don't know.
Your teeth, you make fun of my teeth. Yours are chicken.
No, it's mostly your skin, but okay.
My skin, I
Yeah.
have wrinkles. I don't care.
Yeah,
Guess
I mean-
what? I stick up for my family. How many siblings do you have? Has anyone stuck up for you?
A bunch.
No, they don't like you.
They don't?
like
Okay,
you.
if you say so.
You guys can all tape me. Like, why are you taping me?
I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why anyone would want to tape you. Your behavior is normal. No one's harassing anyone. I'm just trying to eat dinner.
Why are you here?
Because I'm hungry. Because they serve food in here.
Why are you here to cause trouble?
Because I want food. Because when you're hungry, you eat food.
Why don't you just leave everyone alone?
I am. I'm just trying to eat food. Because I got assaulted by Jim Farris. We're walking out. Some people asked me to take pictures, and next thing you know, Jim Farris comes up to me and assaults me. You drove up here. Look at this shit. You're double parking. Because they killed John O'Keefe.
No, they did
Yes,
not.
they did. They obviously killed John O'Keefe.
No, they did not.
I was not there, but Colin was. I did not kill John O'Keefe.
Are you guys coming?
Like,
So
we'll see.
He got assaulted. He got assaulted again, and his phone was.
I mean, that's why Ryan said that he didn't see John O'Keefe was not in the car or outside the car.
Thank you.
Like, that's why he testified that.
You didn't
So,
know John. Why
we got that on video, right?
Yes, I.
Okay. We got.
What?
So,
You tape me all you want. I don't care.
no, we're not going to tape. I'm just going to tell the cops what happened.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
keep
stop
going.
it.
Keep
You're
going.
fucking dick.
Keep going.
Go away. Why?
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Never seen a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy get on the roof. Big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, he's falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Oh, shit, you just make a back. Oh, shit, pick up your back. Oh, I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Get the big ass out.
Okay. So that's a big boy getting on the roof. Wow. I could use 20 more big boys on the roof. I can't believe that guy was on a treadmill like, hey, you know what? It is cool. Getting on this app that's about to fuck all the women. Like, what, dude? This guy. It was the same two people doing all the visual, like the video advertisements. Very wild. I see Mia made it safe to die in Nebraska. I'm very happy for you. Glad that you're there safe. Let's see. Fuck it. We're gonna look at some TikToks about this because that was actually Instagram we were looking at a minute ago. I want you to see. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna put up the lists. People are making TikToks of people's reactions to the lists. And for those of you who don't believe me how bad it is, we are going to show this, but it is very blurry. And I don't know who this guy is. Adamonte. But he looks enthusiastic. So let's just check out some of these TikToks and let's see what people are saying about this. Okay, here we go.
T app, 3 girls getting. Yo, all y'all on that new T app, 3 girls getting leaked. There was a big data breach.
Just to be clear, the pictures of all the women in the back, it does have the corresponding, it's blurry, so you can't see it here, and we're not going to sharpen it, but it does have the image file names that are in the bin that are directly connected to an ID. It's literally all the verification selfies they said that they would immediately destroy.
Every woman who put someone's picture up there is cooked. They got all the pictures. So basically, if you put your ID, which you need your ID to put someone's face on there, you're cooked. They got your photo, they got who you put on there, and everybody knows. They even got y'all IDs, bro. They're locked in. This is a dub for the dudes out here. If you seen yourself on that app, you're able to literally see the person's ID and the person's face who put it on there because there was a data breach. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If your face is on there, bro, go on there right the fuck now. And these look like the people who would be on there. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, but what if it was little kids doing this and like they put their mom's face and now it's their mom's face on here? Now that would be crazy. For all my guys, bro, hey.
I never thought of it that way, sir. Yeah, what if they did do that? I didn't even think about that. That's fucking crazy. You breaching your mom, bro?
We putting out the great news now. Hey, all y'all cheaters out there, all y'all crazy dudes out there, hey, spam up the dubs. Because y'all life might actually be saved. This T-app is actually getting cooked. And they're going through fire right now.
This guy's never going to get pussy again. So as much as it's annoying to watch them celebrate something like this, keep in mind this man is never going to get, holy shit.
Might actually get deleted, not even just because of the data breach. Hey, rest in peace, T-app already. It only went viral for like 1 or 2 days. Yo, all y'all.
This is fucking crazy. Does
anyone else think that the T-app was really just a setup?
No,
because a man created that app.
Yeah, he did.
And how do you get a ton of female engagement? You tell them, hey girls, this is a spot where you can come talk about all your bad dates and just.
Okay. There's a class action. There are class immediately in a day.
To make sure you're a real lady, why don't you go ahead and take a selfie and take a picture of your license? Did that not sound sketchy from the get-go to anybody else from the very beginning? Because to me, that sounds like data collection for nefarious purposes. And while we're at it.
Yes, honey, it is. I'm so proud of her. I don't even know who she is, but following, I'm okay. At first I was like, well, let's see what conspiracy theory this one's cooked up, because I'm just looking at a forehead and I'm presuming, and I'm considering the context of the situation at hand. There we go. And she's right. It is ran by a man. I was going to save that for the very end, but she killed it. So fuck it. It's ran by a man. Remember how earlier we were reading about the women who created it? Kind of crazy, huh? They lied about that too. The T app is fucked. I'm starting to kind of, maybe I am a conspiracy theorist because this sounds pretty.
You know how to just not have bad dates? Stop dating fucking losers. Stop it. Does anyone else think that the T app was really just a setup?
Yeah, I will.
Hey, if you didn't hear, the T app just got breached. All you shawties that were hiding behind username.
I will DM you when I figure it out, or I'll post it below the video. I like it when there's a dude floating, or a woman, anybody just floating around randomly, going, "Yo, listen to me," and they're just yelling at me. That must be the appeal of TikTok.
Your information just got put out there and dudes can go look it up. Nah, don't scroll, pay attention. As you guys know, the T app basically was where women can secretly talk about men having all types of diseases, being deadbeats, or red flags. Well, all that info just got leaked because the owner of the app did not take the time to protect y'all selfies that y'all was taking to get into the app or your IP addresses, allegedly. So look like the dude that y'all posted, he got y'all usernames, y'all faces, and y'all addresses, posted it on a website where it shows a map of all y'all locations. So if you were commenting or uploading things about dudes on there, yeah, it's not looking too good. The regular dudes are gonna file for defamation, but the crazy men that y'all posted on there, now knowing y'all low and who was talking about them, please, I'm begging you.
This is a great point too. Not only are the women going to sue, like, yo, you promised anonymity and to toss out that selfie and not store the pictures of the selfie linked with my ID. And instead, you kept the pictures of my selfie and my ID, and then it got data breached. You lied about having female creators that are focusing on women-centric fears, and you played off of those fears instead of solving the issue at hand, which is why the app was created. And we're going to sue you for it, for leaking all of that shit that you weren't supposed to store anyway on an app that's supposed to be for our safety and protection. And then the men who see themselves on there and go, hey, I did not rape a woman. Why did she say I did that? They are now going to know who posted that and sue those women. So we're about to see a lot of court cases, not just the class action suit. That's a good point. Also, hello, Tiffany. Hello, Miss Jessica. What do you guys think about this? Are you mad at the T app? I mean, it's a combination of responsibility, but whose responsibility do you think it is who do you think's at fault? Is it the women who gave this app their shit? Regardless of whether they trusted the privacy policy or not, it was breached. So even if they read it and trusted it, it kind of doesn't matter because it was breached. They lied about it. They lied about who ran it. They lied about how they were protecting you, and they lied about their security while offering security as one of the many major reasons that this app can help you. So we have false advertising, all kinds of issues at hand. Or is the responsibility solely on the app for not upholding its promises, and these women were vulnerable and duped? Is it on the men for doing bad things and making some women post them because of the things they did? Is it okay to post a negative opinion about someone and to also have an app showcase that when it really can't be vetted? You can't vet whether this guy actually did these things to these women. And to not only offer platform for that, but then to offer background checks and a lot of invasive services how do you feel about all of this? Like, who's at fault? What the fuck? Who are you? Who's to blame? I'm going with the T app. Solely on the T app. That's my opinion. Because they did not keep up with their privacy policy promises. This is wild. And I didn't even consider that. There are guys who are going to be smeared on there who didn't do anything, and now they're going to know who did it. That's even more lawsuits. People on TikTok have some good ideas. Uh-oh. Is this like when I got sucked into Sea Org?
Please find protection, protect yourself. You know, maybe delete your account. Well, it's kind of too late to delete your account. I ain't gonna lie, the owner of the app about to get a fat lawsuit, bro. I'm praying for all the innocent people who information was leaked. Yeah, I need to sue that app. Hey, if you didn't hear, the T app just got breached. All you
T is a women-only app where users anonymously and to get feedback. At one point, the #1 app on the App Store. A lot of women have signed up for this app. Obviously,
I cannot handle his voice. I don't know who this guy is, but I can't handle his voice. I think we get the idea, though, right?
The T app has just committed one of the most reckless data breaches of the decade. Every user who submitted a driver's license or face photo for verification has been exposed. No password, no token, no login.
You know, what's interesting is there were a few male pictures on there that I noticed, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I started to wonder, like, what's the line? Like, because they did accept mail, and then there was some of like cartoons and stuff. Like, how did those get through verification? That's kind of wild.
All of it hosted in a public Firebase.
Yeah, it's in a Firebase storage bucket, but we're not going to go into that.
The T app has just committed
this is such a bad breach. This is terrible. This is really bad. Anyway, that's what happened. That's a major issue. So I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about what can we learn from this? I think there are two major things, and that is if an app demands your ID or facial scan or really anything personal or private from you, make sure that A, it's an app you trust, and B, it's not something brand new. What do I mean by brand new? Like 2 to 3 years old. Really give it time. I know that can be hard because, like, for example, Vine, it was so brief. It was so wonderful. And some people missed it. They waited too long. Everybody wants to hop on a bandwagon when it's hot, right? TikTok, stuff like that. The problem is if you don't give it time and see how the market responds to it and whether it's safe and secure, you kind of risk being a guinea pig for that app's safety and security. And it sucks to put that on people who maybe just want to cruise the internet or just use a fun app. We can't all be tech wizards and tech junkies and shit, right? But you need to be reasonable. If they're asking you for your license, your social security number, all these different things, and it's like an app to like turn someone's head into a potato using Photoshop, or like, oh, I want to put the bonk dog on something, or I want to make a silly video, but it's requiring my blood type and a butthole scan. You know, you might just want to take a step back and go, maybe I don't need my face in a potato right now. Maybe it's not worth giving them, I don't know, all of my medical records. Also, what did we do earlier? We read the privacy policy. Now, unfortunately, in this case, the reason that that's not in the B group is because they breached it. That's not going to help with shit like that. So again, if it's not something brand new, you're going to want to do B. As hard as it is to resist jumping into a beta test or on a bandwagon, just like medication needs to be tested and screened, so does software apps. Anything online, give it time, see how it works out, see how others respond to it, and make sure that it's safe and secure. If it's asking for too much, it's probably asking for too much, and you just need to give it up. You don't need to fuck with it. Excuse me. Anyway, butthole prints is just for us. They are just for us. Nobody else gets the butthole prints. Does anybody else have any? Yes, Miss Jessica, this is a great point. Educating yourself on app creation and privacy policies is so paramount. It absolutely is. Who made it? Is it the Chinese? Is it the Saudis? Is it Russia? Sounds like it could be something that's going to collect just a little too much. To be careful. Spyware is real. Okay. If it's something that does not have a lot of views, a lot of downloads, a lot of reviews, if you look through the reviews and they kind of look like, I don't feel like a human would talk like this, they might not be real. If they don't have a picture, if it doesn't say verified user. Also, check out things like the Better Business Bureau. If it's an American app, if it's not, you are actually kind of going to need to do a little research. If they say we were invented by two single moms, just a single mom, man, I got 4 kids. If that's what it says, look it up. Really? Is it? Or is it a dude named Bryce with fucking Meta glasses that have a camera and he spins around his chair and says things like, I'm a green flag guy. You really need to be careful. Anyway, T-App did a data breach. If you are on it, you are part of that. And you are, oops, where did I go? And you are ashamed, embarrassed, concerned. Don't be. Here's what you can do. You can write to them and you can request that they destroy all of your data. Then you can hop onto one of the class action lawsuits, or you can call Morgan & Morgan. That's right. Call them today. I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, I'm going to post some links to this T-App story. If you need to find out if you've been breached, I'm going to post a link to how. It's all going to be on the community wall. And I'm going to look up what Glitter said. I'm going to see what class action lawsuits are out there, and I'll post links, okay? I'm going to verify them first so you don't get double breached. It's a double breach. Duty, Ron. We're going to do that, and we're going to put it on the community wall, okay? I hope none of you were. You know, if you were, it's not the end of the world. I think this is going to breeze by just as quick as any other app that gets breached, and people are going to forget about it. 4chan's going to take it down. The FBI will probably take it down if it's that bad. But just be careful. Take your time before you hop on slam book apps, especially, because always remember, anything that you say online that you think is anonymous could one day be breached, and then everybody's going to know you said that shit. You're going to look like a dickhead. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's what we got. Okay, that's what I got today for you kids. Okay, I was thinking we should watch Marcus and the Shoplifting Spree. I have not put on Marcus in a minute. And you guys know how much we love him. And he did do a lot of shoplifting recently, and it was very funny. I hope that Fredrickson makes some appearances in the near future because I miss him and I love him and he's my favorite. But also, I almost forgot to tell you. Heard of it? Also,
Hi. You're both high.
You're both high. I think we need this one more time before we cap off this episode. It's been a fun morning. I thought it was Sunday. It's Saturday. I'm exhausted.
Big boy, get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy drill on the roof. Never seen a big boy drill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy drill on the roof. Big boy drilling on the roof. Big boy drilling on the roof. Big boy ain't drilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, he's falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Shit, you just make a back. Shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy leap on the roof. Take a big ass on.
Never seen a big boy get on the roof. Don Barkley, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate that. I love you to death. I am going to put on Marcus and the shoplifting spree. If you guys don't know about Rafflegator's channel or the Night Crew yet, it's VR heaven. You get to see Fredrickson, you get to see Marcus, you get to see all the fucking gang, okay? Oh, thank you very much, Donna. You know it's going to go towards the Elf Sex Hotline, and we're going to have to bring Jinx on here for that. Oh, she's going to love it. I'm going to make her talk in her Kentucky accent to these Elf Party Line people. Also, Marcus and the shoplifting spree, I think we watched like 3 minutes of it and we missed it. I've also been thinking your son is singing that song in the other room. Oh my God. Well, you know what? This might be overboard. I hope I don't get in trouble, but this first one.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, he's falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Oh shit, you just like a back. Oh shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Take a big ass off.
My back hurts from watching him dance too. Titties on your back. It's titties on your back, they'll weigh you down. Tiff, you got to be careful. Also, I wore my mahjong the other day, and I was screaming at Mookie's. I was like, "Do you want a mahjong collar?" And he was going, "Ah." And next time I'll get a video of it because it was very cute. Also, thank you, Mia Bito. Oh my God, sending fucking cash apps from Diet Nebraska over here. I know how much Mia loves this song, but I also saw Donna up here love this song. So as a thank you for your donations to the Alf Sex Party Line, I would like to offer you one more time.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof.
Yo, in all seriousness, what if every time I get like a super chat or a cash app, I stop whatever we're doing and I just play?
Big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, he's falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Oh shit, you just like a back. Shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass hands out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Get the big ass
That is, I really can't get over that song. You did? They did? Oh yeah, no, you did. You did send it to me. I need to look at that. I think when I was in public and I couldn't play it. You know what sucks is I fucking hate when people talk on their speakerphone in public, like at grocery stores. But I hate feeling like because I don't like that, I can't play Big Boy on the Roof loudly while waiting in line to buy some bread and eggs and baby wipes because I like my ass to feel clean. Cryptic T agrees. This is the Cash App song. Okay, so from now on, anytime I get any donations, we only play this. That would be so funny if like a whole episode of just like I already see how this is gonna go bad. Turd and probably like Ernie and a couple of you other fuckers are gonna send me $1.49 or $1 super chats, and it's gonna be 45 minutes of Big Boy on the Roof. You wanted to learn Montgomery dance, but you have 2 left feet. Listen, I'm pretty sure he does too. Hold on. Let me handle something real quick. Maybe I can get you a Montgomery flea market. Maybe I can get you, because it used to be I would play the I would play the Price Master to bother and annoy people. Sparks hated it. Then she would buy me off to get me to stop playing the Price Master. But what if we reverse it and I just constantly play Big Boy on the How long can a YouTube channel succeed with what? Cleveland Brown did a cover of Montgomery Flea Market. This is the Cleveland Show. I love that fucking theme song. I don't know why. They do a scene, they remake. I don't say no to Price Master. I will absolutely play it again. This is amazing. I wish I could show you Sammy Stevens being impersonated by Cleveland Brown, but I will definitely get a copyright strike if I do that. What? He went on. Oh, he was a weather guy. I'm sorry. I'm learning too much. All right. Listen. You guys want to see the Price Master? I'm so sorry. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I hope you're a big boy, and I hope you get on the Mia's finger slipped. Mia, I'd like to thank you, but you know what happened.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't been on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't lay on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never shit, and you falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Shit, you just make a back. Shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Get the big ass out. Big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't been on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't lay on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Driving on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, he's going on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Shit, you just like a fat. Shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Take a big ass off.
Yeah.
Can I get a
Hey,
raise?
put that watermelon back, Marcus. What are you doing? Give me that watermelon, Marcus. Marcus, you can't steal the watermelon. Marcus, don't you steal that watermelon. Stop crashing your fucking vehicle into this. What is happening? Ow!
I can't get in the garage.
Marcus, get out of the fucking car if you need to do this. Oh my god, dude. Marcus, you know how much property damage you've caused?
I set my GPS route to the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
You're at the gas station. Where'd he go? Where are you going? No, we have new employees, Marcus. I don't know if they can handle it. No, Marcus. Marcus, no. That's a new employee, Marcus. Marcus, no, that's a new employee.
There's two pussies near you. Be careful.
Marcus, no, that's a new employee.
Excuse me, is it the Democratic Republic of the Congo?
Oh, no.
No, this is it's not. What's changed? Where are we, Rob?
We're at a gas station in the swamp?
We're at a gas station in the swamp, sir.
I'm good. Okay, what the hell are those things? Guys, no animals in here. What is that? Marcus.
They're about to fight.
I hate it. What the hell was that? Marcus, remember you got to pay for those this time, all right?
No, you don't.
What do you mean, no, he doesn't? Yes, he does have to pay for it. Who the hell are you?
A customer.
No, I don't.
Marcus. Shame. Yes, you do. You have to pay for it. Come on, take it to the register, Marcus, and pay for it. All right? Come on. There you go, buddy. Look at him go. He's
I
learning.
don't want the Doritos.
Okay, well,
I'll
what do
take them for you.
Oh, Fiona, just be careful. Don't piss him off. He's been known to murder people. He's actually a wanted felon.
I'm Marcus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Marcus.
Hello, Marcus. I'm Fiona.
Just help him out. Just whatever he needs, just give it to him.
Oh, okay.
Do you sell steroids?
Oh, yes, we do. Would you like some steroids, sir? Not that you need them.
I need
Steroids.
steroids.
Great.
I wish I could argue.
A lot of steroids.
Okay, well, I can't really
There you go.
argue. What is that?
Steroid mints. You can pop them in your mouth or any of your holes, and they'll work.
They sell that. They sell steroid mints.
Yeah.
Marcus, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Yeah, you have to pay for those first.
They can ring you out.
Help.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Marge, one time, okay?
You pay for it.
You want me to pay for your steroids?
Rob, you did tell me to give him whatever he wants.
Yes.
You should just pay for them.
Okay, bro, who is riding a helicopter outside?
Hang on. I need to get my Toyota Camry.
What? Marcus, do not leave. Okay, you have to grab your stuff that you wanted to pay for. He's gonna leave. Hold on, I'll be right back. Marcus, no. Hey, get back here. You're not doing. We're not. Are you about to leave without paying for your stuff?
I almost got into an accident.
I just want to say, It is wild that this is, oops, it is wild to me that this is technically an improv within an improv, right? Fuck, sorry. My board is acting up again. My select board. It is an improv within an improv because they're improving the VR, right? But Marcus is also improving having a car. So that is fun. Mia, if you can't find your keys, just call them, hun. You just gotta call them. Do you have Find My Keys on? I'm sorry. That's what Dylan always says to me. He's like, call him. And I'm like, nah. Damn it. Where are you? Message dad on X and I'll teach you how to hotwire a car. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm Marcus today.
I'm sorry.
Let me park.
Okay. You're going to park, right? You're not going to drive off? Okay. It's not too bad.
Yo, free refills, right?
I need to call the insurance company.
Oh, did you crash your car into my gas station?
Robert,
Yeah.
what do I do?
About what? About what?
You know,
Like what?
I mean, whatever you need.
I don't have insurance.
Why are you driving without insurance in America? That's illegal, Marcus. You can't do. Where are you going? Hello?
I like that idea. Yo, we can pay with the dance.
Excuse me.
Oh, watch out, lunchbox.
Careful, buddy. You sell insurance.
Oh, yes. Would you like some?
Fiona, you don't sell insurance.
I would
thought he
like
said
car
true.
insurance.
No, he said insurance. He's trying to buy car insurance.
Insurance.
They are right behind Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. That is wild. That is totally wild. And also, I love Marge and how stingy she is. You can't find your key. Fucking Wendy, dude, coming in hot. If you can't find your keys, call Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah. Yeah, I sell car insurance.
God, poor Mia. Mia, I'm sorry.
Since when?
Robert,
I don't know.
can you pay?
I'm not going to pay for your car insurance, Marcus. I'll buy you the fucking chips. I'll even buy you the steroids. But I'm not going to pay for your car insurance. That's expensive.
Why, Ron?
I'll take
No.
2 hours.
The car insurance that I'm selling, it's not actually expensive, you see.
2 insurance
Instead of
policies.
$500 a year, it's actually $200 a year because you guys are such valued customers of
You
mine.
think car insurance is $500 a year?
I can. $600 a year. How's that,
Why are you
Rob?
upselling me? No.
Got you a good deal.
Yeah, sure. Look, here. Okay, I'm paying for his stuff. Marcus, back there is employees only, Marcus. It's employees only.
Oh. What? Where did he go? What? Oh my, where'd
No,
he go?
don't encourage that behavior. Why are you encouraging him? Why are you encouraging him to do that?
Behavior? Where is he? What?
Sneaky.
You see him. He's obviously there. He's obviously right in front of us.
Where did he go?
No, because if you pretend you can't see him,
my
he's
God,
going to
he's just
steal
vanished.
more shit. That's what he does. He steals shit when you pretend like you can't see him.
Well, where is he? I have no idea where he went.
Marcus.
Did you see where
Can I
Marcus
get a
went?
refill?
You can have the fountain drink, okay? But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. Don't steal
Mark says
cigarettes like
refills
last
are
time.
free.
Don't steal cigarettes. What happened to our customer?
What about all this stuff?
Yeah, you got to put it away. Have